Okay. Konnichiwa, private table e
Oh,
yokoso.
God.
Mazu wa sensho no shokai kara hajimashou. Mazu wa kisu wa
Atoria.
Tobi wa
Harleen?
Bud wa
Amishabeon Daramas Fenra Mudes.
Plus wa
Tasha desu.
Sammi wa
Trihl.
Soshite Watashiwa Anata no Shinta no Diem to Shite. Who would like to give a recap for a hope?
I can do it. It's really easy.
Go for it.
But
It's
the easiest one. It's the
stupid. It's
combat.
the easiest one. All right, so at the beginning of the session, we began into a combat where we arrived onto a street where the collapsed bell tower had landed, and there were a single demon dog and some masked individuals that seemed kind of vaguely gesture-like. A quick attack on the demon dog revealed that, hey, the gesture people were also combatants. We fought. There were demon dogs going through the buildings. Everyone kind of split up or unified, depending on the situation, versus various different enemies. Eventually, we prevailed, even though Harleen got thrusted to the bottom of a well, and Atoria got traumatized by watching an entire family get killed by wolves howling. And I believe I think Tasha also kind of got freaked out seeing some people died, but I think she was more angry freaked out, not like...
She got freaked out, and then she got angry.
Yeah, she got freaked out, and then she got angry by seeing people die. The very wounded group holded up with those people, defending them from another incursion later. It was discovered from a smashed mast and also Tasha tearing apart dead bodies that the jesters had gems, a red gem and a blue gem inside their eye sockets. Tasha had went and collected the gems by eviscerating the bodies, however she needed to do to get the eyes out, while the rest of the party was running around trying to help scattered civilians, people that were in these buildings, some of them dead, some of them alive, and keeping them together to protect them. And Atoria basically was continuing to struggle with what happened, kind of hunkering to themselves, not coping very well. The nice cleric fellow, or, well, it's hard to say if they're a cleric, but they're some kind of a priest that we have met previously, Margaret, Barden Noble, came by with a group that was checking to see what was going on, was trying to make sure that we were okay, and then he had to leave. Tasha tried to go with him, but I believe Mr. Natel realized that the rest of us weren't doing so hot, and that we needed everything that we had to keep together. So Tasha was left with us. Then a little bit later, bells were sounded, or an alarm went out saying that the town was clear and safe. A guard named Gareth arrived to check in on us to see if we needed any help. At that point, a lot of the families and stuff had kind of started to disperse and didn't need us anymore. I believe Atoria and Trihl had a brief conversation about Trill's thoughts about spirits and the purple eyes and what that means. And as if to kind of like punctuate that, a purple-eyed lady named Lauren Silverleaf, with the flickering name of Shining Sweetness. Yep, Shining Sweetness.
Yeah.
And Trihl got into a conversation as Trihl kind of revealed that, yeah, she could see the other name, and that that was something about the Brotherhood. Trihl got kind of some information about that, thought that was kind of interesting. Then we were basically told that, we were clear and we could go back to where we came from. Some of us might have thought that that was a little bit farther out than it was, but we decided to go back to our little warehouse that they're letting us stay in, hoping that it was still standing. And when we got there, Riker Natel was standing in the building, and that's where we ended off.
Right. Okay, very good. Take your bonus hope.
Yay!
And we will pick up right there. Once I take a sip of my drinky.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, session might be a bit like this today.
You take your time.
You enter your abode to find Ryan Tell waiting there for you. He's doesn't look particularly like dreadful or anything like that. There's no like ominous thing. He's just sort of you guys have a little sort of dining table in here, you know, set up by a little small kitchen and so on. And he's just sort of looks like he's rummaging through the cupboards as if trying to find, you know, where's kettle, where's cups. And when you come in, he sort of glances over and goes, "Oh, marvelous! I hope that you had no issues coming back here."
It was definitely easier than going out this morning, seeing as most of the town is in rubble.
Yes, indeed. I was going to fix a pot of tea. Sort of gestures with his hand as if anybody wants some.
Raise his hand.
I'll put on a pot for all of us. And he's just lights a stove fire. And soon enough, sort of getting you all to sit around the table with him, pouring tea for everybody, and just goes, the obvious thing needs to be said. Timing. We haven't seen an attack like this in a long time, and your arrival has coincided.
You think it's our fault?
Fault is a heavy word to lever. I'm more curious if you saw anything strange on your journeys or have any inclination why this might have happened.
We fought a wolf king bear.
A common threat in the woods, little to do with a demonic incursion.
What about that
Common.
broken altar?
Broken author.
The entire reason why we're here is cause for concern, being summoned as heroes and such.
Heroes for a task that may not exist anymore?
I mean, one of the reasons that I was willing to listen to your story, bring you here, why you've been accepted, is that this isn't a historically unknown occurrence.
But did you have... So... Wait. If the man in the plinth said there was a great evil and a great darkness and something about a winter kingdom and a winter king, and you don't have that anymore.
Yes, a lot of
And-
nonsense, which is why I was skeptical.
But you're
And
saying
you've-
that these things have occurred before, and...
The heroes from other planes of existence, other worlds, yes.
And what was their roles? What did they do?
It's ill-defined. We are talking ancient history.
So
The-
nothing in modern knowledge.
Nothing in recent
knowledge.
memory.
Yeah.
He taps his fingers on the table letter and just goes, "Nothing in recent memory for mortal kind. However, there is irregularities in recent history. Things that
Irregular-
are overlooked quite easily by most folk. However, those of scholarly mind will find there are, yes, irregularities. There are."
Yeah.
Why would that make? Why the blue mage? She's looking at everybody else. The blue mage told us where the
The old
town
man?
was. It told us
Yeah.
where the town was in the right distance. But if that happened a really, really long time ago, why would that be right?
The town didn't look like it was there. Well, I mean, we never really saw the town. We saw palisades. I mean, towns can be around for a long time.
Yeah, but like to be long enough that people don't know what winter is anymore. Think of how long you would have to go before you don't know a season. Like, how long would it take for them to forget spring? I look over at him and go, do you think it would take you a long time to forget the concept of spring?
I don't think we would. Even 1,000 years could pass by and you would still have story and myth.
You forget winter.
The winter, you describe it as a season of coldness.
Yes, it's when snow covers the land. Everything rests, and then it wakes
If
up.
such
in
a
spring.
thing were to exist, I cannot imagine it being forgotten, even if it ceased to be.
Because you use summer and spring to gather food for the fall when things start getting cold, and then you use it to survive winter. Because winter is hard.
Refreshes the environment, so you have a additional spring. You're rolling right into harvest to planting. There's no recharge.
Land of prosperity.
A lot of it.
But the Blue Mage talked about winter, which is something we know about. So that's why it's weird to us.
The winter
mage also. Go ahead.
Is winter? Oh, you first.
Nope. Go. You.
Is winter common in other areas?
There's no such thing as winter.
So we're not even talking about
the word itself is alien to me. The concept of
cold isn't, but
no,
winter.
the idea of that lasting more than a day or two on a bad storm or up in the mountains. That's
so we're not talking
strange.
About like they're in the tropics and they never get winter.
No, it's their season never reaches
it's completely gone.
What were you trying to say, Harleen?
That town that we were supposed to reach was only supposed to be like a couple of hours away. We went for a week.
Yeah, Harleen's correct. You headed for a town and then just didn't hit it.
Yeah. It could have been a town that actually doesn't exist anymore.
I was tired and hungry a lot and couldn't think during that time.
We walked for a week.
You describe a image of a mage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old man, long beard.
Human.
Do they state their name?
No.
No.
Very grandiose, though. Long beard.
So,
very pontificating.
Wait,
that's a hard word to say now.
A very typical image of a wizard.
Yeah. It looked like every video game character I've ever seen.
I'm not familiar with the video.
Images that are used to convey story and picture movement. It
he pulls out a little sort of looks like a little locket, opens it up, and you just see in each screen is just a sort of brief 3-second repeating image of him as a child with a what looks like to be a sister.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember we saw things like this before, and I asked. It was
but our pictures would go for hours and tell a whole story, and their sound.
That's some great arcana.
Oh,
he's a great wizard.
Do I have I have anything recorded on my phone like a
you have a video
gameplay?
Yeah, I'm sure most people have random weird little videos they've taken or downloaded.
I'm going to pull up a stream of a downloaded stream of a tournament that I wanted to watch on Christmas and pull it up and show him it. It's like the stadium and stuff. And the camera's going around showing all the big screens and crowd and stuff.
Clear images, but he doesn't he looks more shocked by just the appearances of the people in the image rather than the existence of this image itself.
It's a weird look. Starts looking at her phone.
Oh, Also, she swaps over and shows a picture of shows a picture of the city covered in snow with the caption, "Thank God I'm not going to school today."
Oh,
This is what winter looks
Winter.
like in.
That's winter.
I think they know what snow
And
looks
tru-
like.
I've seen snow a couple of times in my life, but never like that.
But it also stays around for like
Also, the buildings are
weeks.
probably kind of weird for you.
Months.
Months.
It
Yeah.
looks like I've seen drawings of such buildings. Never.
Huh?
Drawings.
He not.
Well, they said other adventurers come from other worlds. They probably drew what they came from.
Drew. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of sad.
I would like to invite you into one of our archives.
Can we go to bed
Yes.
first?
Of course.
Could I ask something? Do you know about the trial of Kern?
He sort of looks at you, and then his gaze goes a little vacant. And Trihl, do you still have your nameplate up?
Yep.
You see it go from Reigen Natel to Barden Noble. And he suddenly sort of leans across the table and just goes, Kern?
Yeah, Barden, do you know who Kern was?
We have very vague memory of him. It's fuzzy.
You're speaking different. Oh,
Yeah, it's the other spirit.
it's the
Yeah.
yeah.
I apologize. I am Barden Noble.
Hi.
Hey,
Reiger
Barden.
has given me permission to speak to you directly.
Do
It
you
seems
know
easier.
about the altar with the trial of Kern that was outside this town?
Yes, it is hard to describe to those of the Brotherhood. Their minds forget. Even we have trouble with it.
Was it important to keep the demons away?
No,
This is why I'm giving a side glance at everybody
Look at
else.
Tasha.
oh, has something happened to it?
It
No.
broke, I
It-
think.
It
Ah,
was very
no,
broken.
it has no magical warding or properties.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Just needed to check. Jill
However,
through that ooh gesture.
Reiger is going to
Pat on
offer that you
Tasha's
should
back.
rest. However, you should come visit the archive as soon as possible.
That sounds really interesting.
Yes, for all of us, I think.
What is the archive? A library? Or
Library, a place of storage, not of just words, but of items and visages.
A museum.
I am not familiar with that term.
Could be close to it. I mean, we have
Muse,
A term
a place
for
of inspiration.
kind of, depending on the person going. It's more of
An EM of muses. Yes.
Nah, you're using words we
oh.
don't know.
No, museum. Yeah,
Yes,
I get it.
a museum.
Yes. No, it's basically a place where you keep a lot of old stuff.
They keep
And it
artifacts
tells
of
a
the past,
history.
and you record history there to teach
Ah,
other people.
yeah.
It's kind of a place of learning, but it's also a place of monument.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Respect.
Artifacts.
monuments.
yes, then that is an appropriate term.
Huh. They're a museum. We're gonna go see a museum, guys.
You belong in a museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
might.
It belongs in a museum.
Oh, it does?
That is the
Ooh.
term I remember.
It belongs.
You
in a
remember
museum?
it? Did you watch Indiana Jones?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. I wish I had it on my phone. I only have a couple movies saved on my phone. I don't think it's one of those.
Riker wants his body back now, so I'm still listening. And
Bye,
the
Noble.
gaze vacant slightly again, and then you see that nameplate switch back, and Riker sort of
Riker's
clears his
back.
throat a bit. Sorry, little strange. Museum, yes. I suppose you should rest, but I also back to the topic of this invasion. There's nothing that you suspect would be a correlation with your arrival.
I only couldn't.
Our arrival spot had a plinth like the one we found outside of town, and it was missing a purple gemstone. There was a red and blue one.
What about the glitch guy me and Harleen saw? Nobody else saw them, but me and Harleen saw them.
A glitch guy.
There was a lady. I think it was might have been a lady. It could have been a guy. It was hard to tell. They were wearing black plate mail or something
Is
like
glitch
that.
Some kind of species or organization?
Well, I see everybody's names over their head, and if there's something wrong with the name, like somebody's not giving me the right name or something like that, or if somebody changes their name, the name goes all weird and funny. And she's scratching her head, looking at Riker for a second. This person's name was like full on crazy, like a whirlwind, and like chunks of it missing, and I couldn't read it at all. And there was just something really wrong and spazzy about it. And Harleen saw them too.
Hey,
this is what glitch means?
No, glitch. A glitch is kind of like a mistake that continues to try to run. Tries to continue working.
An aberration.
I think that's a good term.
Yoru pulls up a save video of top 10 funniest glitches of 2025 and plays
like
it for him.
Video artifacting, because that's what we need.
This is very specific. I'm going to need a roll to see if this exists.
What do I roll?
We're going to just call it a straight luck roll. Give me a 2d12.
Think of it like corruption of text or words or an image. Usually it like makes it so it's blurry, or like chunks of it are missing, or changed color, or inverted, or like twisted about, and it's something like that has corrupted it and made it unusable. That's what we mean by glitching. When something glitches, it's kind of like a corruption of the data, the information.
Corruption of information. I see.
And it causes a visual aberration.
Yeah. It looks like
not an understanding.
It looked like a glitch to me.
So this person's nameplate, as you called it, was unnatural.
Yeah, because it didn't just have the weird symbols next to it that mean stuff.
If he's actually going to put his hand up above his head and just go, can you tell me whereabouts you see this?
Yeah.
And his hand rises to about level.
Yep, there.
Now, if he's going to like put his hand in front of the nameplate and just goes, is it obscured to you?
Is it?
And it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has. It's not a sense. You are literally seeing something.
Yeah, I'm literally seeing something. It says Riker to tell ?
Question mark. Curious.
And then sometimes when Noble's active, it flips to that.
And do you have any awareness of what the question mark indicates?
Lie.
Interesting.
When Phillip was trying to use Atoria before they signed the document, it kept doing Atoria ? And then it did Atoria proper after they signed it. I told you that it changed when they signed the paper.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting anything from this?
Possibilities. I would not be so quick to assume that it is an indication of a lie. Maybe something more
I trust
Oh,
you.
that is very
I'm not
strange.
gonna check on that.
Oh, I'm not bothered about this. My birth name was Ragella.
Rogella.
Yes, but I've never had it officially marked
Oh, well, maybe
as
that's
changed.
why.
Curious.
But
That is going to intrigue some scholars I know for sure. However, I'm not going to dwell too much on it.
yeah,
You?
Shining Sweetness wanted to know about it when we were out.
Oh, you met a Shiny Sweetness, did you?
Yes.
And were they acting as themselves, or was Lauren?
Lauren and Shining Sweetness were both talking.
I see. I imagine this means that you've informed them of what you see and do?
Some of it, not a lot. I didn't say anything about your name.
Well, you're likely going to be requested to speak to a few more people then. I was going to keep it a little more hush, but, well, things move, don't they?
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's not necessarily a bad thing, just I have an overabundance of caution sometimes.
Mr. Natello.
So, what?
His eyes flick between Atoria and Trihl.
I'll motion for Atoria to go.
What were they? The masked ones?
Oh, well, as far as we can tell, dominated bodies.
Because they had gemstones in their eyeballs.
Yes, it is a nasty form of ritualistic magic. Domination of mind and physicality. Unfortunately, the soul ends up along for the ride without being able to enact any control.
That person.
So they're gonna come back? Is it like
No,
a possession
they're
thing
dead.
with the spirit? They're dead. Okay. Okay.
That
That person?
That person me and Harleen saw in the armor that was watching us. It was that day you brought us in and you told us to wait and not go over the bridges. They were on the other side of the bridge and you walked right past them and you didn't see them. And everybody else didn't see them either, but they were hecka creepy. And they just kind of like appeared and disappeared.
That's unusual in itself.
They also left the area cold when they disappeared.
Yeah, like ice.
Huh. It can't be a coincidence with your knowledge of this winter.
We all felt that too. We felt the coldness, right?
Yeah, we all did. Because we all went over there. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, it was cold, like a ghost.
We bonded sorts. He just sort of like taps beside his eye. We're quite good at seeing spirits. The fact that I didn't see any indication of this suggests it's
they were
something
like
else, or
right next to you, like
so not a ghost.
Right next to you.
Darn, I thought we were going to be ghost hunters.
You brought up that it was coincidental that we showed up. What if it isn't coincidental? What if something started and it caused the plinth that summoned us to actually start up again?
Well, frankly, I don't imagine there's any coincidence. However, whether the correlation is some kind of machination that is all intertwined, or whether, frankly, some demons just like to take opportunity for fun. Your appearance could simply have stirred them. Or there is a possibility that, yes, it is intertwined, that your summoning, I suppose we will call it, is intrinsically intertwined with something happening. But we don't really have enough to go on to tell. I imagine as outsiders, you'll be seeing, you said you saw gems on the plinth?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the gems of these poor souls, your minds might be correlating that quite heavily. However, such items are used in a lot of ritualistic magic. It could just be a coincidental thing.
Seems like there's a lot of coincidences.
That is life sometimes. Quite often, in fact.
Thank
I'm
you
very
for checking
tired.
on us.
I feel some degree of responsibility for you here. I brought you here, and it must feel distressing to be so out of place.
That
That's putting it lightly.
Slow blink that she can't blink. Angry chittering.
I actually really like it here.
I'm pleased to hear that. Anything I can do to help you be more comfortable here, please. I would be honored to help. That's why we exist.
I think I just need some time. It's been a long day.
You should all certainly have opportunity to rest. How about I call upon you tomorrow?
yes. Tasha
Yeah,
nods.
here's my number. Oh,
Pardon?
all right. No, never mind. Sorry, force of habit.
Our little slabs of bright light that you guys, we call them phones, and if you want somebody to be able to reach and communicate with you, you exchange a number. Because each of these is it's like the name of the item, but it uses
like an ID.
digits. And if you have the digits for somebody, you can contact them.
It's like knowing the magical signature of a Metria to communicate.
Probably like that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll accept that.
Do your devices still function?
Yeah.
Surprising.
You're able to communicate with each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's heartening to know. Good. In that case, I shall leave you to rest. Would you like if I had some food brought to you tonight? I don't know if you want to be. You aren't exactly going to find many vendors selling things currently.
I wouldn't oppose to that. I don't feel like going outside.
You were gung-ho about running all over town.
That was when there was still a threat. Now I'm just tired.
Oh.
The adrenaline fades.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
better that we stand, as long as it's not taking away from people helping others. I mean, there's a lot of hurt people out there.
Yeah, he puts his hand up and just goes, "We're well prepared to aid people. Don't you worry." In that case, you rest well, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Good night.
He nods and just excuses himself, leaves.
Thanks for making tea.
And he just smiles and waves over his shoulder when you say that, heading out the door and leaving you all here.
Atoria is kind of looked at him for a while and then followed him out when he walked out. He knew what adrenaline was.
Well, why wouldn't they? It's
Well,
not like
I
we don't
mean,
have doctors.
well, I guess it's just it feels like this is medieval society, and I know magic and all that stuff, but they know what adrenaline is.
It is a relatively modern concept.
Yeah,
He's very educated.
I mean,
though.
that seems
It could
really
be a
weird.
leftover concept from the last time they had someone visit.
Maybe someone talked about like some sort of battle spirit or something, and they're like, "Oh no, that's called adrenaline."
It's really cool having a spirit to be your friend and like help you out and talk to you.
It seems
I don't
kind of
I don't like
intrusive.
the thought of somebody in your head like that. That seems a bit.
He shivers.
Right. You guys, if you have nothing to particularly to discuss, can sort of settle in and start easing some of those aches and pains, repair things if need be.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to take a long rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
So downtime is what again? We
So-
have moves. We can do things,
So-
right?
You can choose to do, unless you have anything in your classes or races that specify otherwise, you can choose to do the following. You can swap any domain cards in your loadout for cards in your fault, but you're not really at the stage of
We
faulting
don't have
yet.
enough, yeah.
And then you can choose to do two things, which is to tend all wounds, which is clearing all your hit points. You can also do that on an ally. You can clear all your stress. You can repair all your armor. You can prepare, which is just gaining a hope. If you do that cooperatively, you get 2 hope. Or you can work on a project, which is a downtime activity.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much option.
You're not really at the point of working on projects yet.
I'm going to clear
Yeah.
my stress and my hit points for right now, and I'll work on my armor later.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on my I'm gonna clear my stress and you. I'm gonna do my tithe. Unless you think I have nothing to tithe to my patron.
You don't know anything about tithing at this point.
Okay, so you gain a fear.
Nice.
Cool.
In that case, I will then repair my armor.
Yoru is going to go into her bed and just knock out and recover her hit points and stress.
You just go catatonic.
Yes.
Tunk.
Yeah, Trill's just gonna go in her box.
So, I mean, we travel together. Do you float as you sleep?
No.
She does not.
Oh.
Trill's getting in a box.
Gonna get in her cardboard box with all her stuff and her like squirrel hide and all that, and with little TJ, and she's gonna sit there and spend a lot of time going through pictures on her phone because your Ami has brought something up to her that she hadn't really thought about. She has pictures of the old world on her phone.
Yeah.
And so she's spending some time just looking at her old pictures.
What about Harleen?
Harleen's just going to relax, and I'm not doing anything with the armor except ditching it.
Mhm.
And
What 2 activities are you doing?
I'm going to remove stress, and might as well try to get a hope. And if anyone wants, I'll help anyone who wants to get 2, but I can only get 1.
Cross, what are you doing?
Tasha is clearing health and stress because she has a lot of damage right now.
I believe you are on your own in the prepare activity, Harleen, so you get 1 hope.
Okay.
Not very hopeful tonight.
I had 1 hit point left, and I had 1 stress bar left. There was no way I wasn't doing those 2 things.
Right. You are all able to sort of rest up for the day. Food is brought to you. It's nothing particularly glamorous. It's just some breads and cold meats and so on. They don't really expect you to cook. The city's kind of in like a bit of recovery mode right now.
It's like cheese and bread, right?
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. It is preserved traveling goods. But you are able to rest up through the day. There isn't a whole lot to do, and in fact, like the sudden physicality today really does take its toll on your bodies. Well, it feels like you know that if you had done this back in the mundane world, you would be in far worse a condition. However, even these bodies do not seem to be particularly happy with what just happened. Aches and pains build. You just want to rest, and sleep comes surprisingly easily for some, although the sights and visages make for unpleasant dreams for most. You are awoken in the morning by the annoyingly typical trope of cawing cockerels. Yeah, very loud.
Great.
in very close proximity.
Nah,
I'm going to
oh,
kill
because
the
we're in
bird.
a farm warehouse.
I'm going to kill the bird.
Yeah. If
Right.
any of you peek outside, like right nearby on a fence post is a cockerel, just like within yards of where you are sleeping. Certainly wasn't there the day before that you were aware.
There's a slight whistling sound as Trill's really thinking about it.
Harleen just stops, looks at it, growls a bit, and goes, "Go away or I'll eat you."
Cockerels are stupid.
They are.
It's
Very
aggressively
stupid.
yelling at you. Yeah. But
Can we have
I
roasted
would like
chicken?
to. I would like to grab said chicken,
okay.
and then I'm going to. This area is multi-tiered, or are there fences or anything like that around?
Oh, yeah, like it was on a fence.
I'm going to pitch it back over that fence.
You're pitching it?
Just grab, toss.
Okay.
Chickens can
Go,
fly.
go ahead and just give me a strength roll.
Don't kill the chicken.
I'm not trying to kill the chicken. I'm just getting.
I was threatening the
They
chicken
don't-
violently, but
Will
yeah.
buff themselves with their wings. I mean, they still fly.
Hey, that's a crit.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it's a crit. Oh.
That's a pile of feathers now.
Puff.
Puff.
You don't see where it is, but it's gone.
Is there a Minecraft chicken laying on the ground?
Nope. It's
No,
gone.
there's just a boom in the distance.
All right. You are all awoken by the sound of a chicken going supersonic.
Goodbye, chicken.
And eventually, like you're sort of rousing yourselves, trying to figure out, like, oh, what do we do about breakfast? What do we do about washing? There's no like basin in here. There's nothing. As you're sort of
You can
mulling
look
about.
for baby wipes on the store.
Actually,
We don't
you've
have
been in
any money
here.
yet.
You've been in the city for a week, right?
Actually, you have the one gold bag that you had from before, yeah.
I have two.
In fact,
Not yet.
you guys have been in here. You know that you're like where you are right now. There is a local well that you expect to just draw up water and such for yourself if you want to do that kind of thing. Which you guys can get yourselves washed if you want. Cold water, unless you want to put it over the fire for a bit. But as you guys are preparing your morning, getting yourselves sorted, awakened, there's a polite knock at the door.
Tasha is in the kitchen area grumbling because she has to tie her hair again.
Yeah.
Into the big braids.
I will open the door and just try to get eye level with what I would think a person would be.
Yeah, which you being inside this large bond structure, like you're stooped over most of the time in here, so you sort of shuffle your way. I don't know if you do hands on knees or you do like the crouch shuffle.
Yeah, like one knee down or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Crouch shuffle.
But you come over and you can like sort of pinch that little door and open it. Or you can just open up the large barn door.
I'm opening up the barn door.
Yeah, which Ryger sort of glances up in surprise, seeing the barn door open, and goes, good morning. That can't be comfortable.
No, it is not. I cannot move very quickly.
In that case, would your friends be acceptable to us speaking outside, perhaps?
I'll happily step outside.
I've brought some baked goods, and he just holds up a basket.
Grab, moving outside.
Share.
And he
back in. Rigel's here. Come on outside. Food. Come get it before I eat it. I am hungry.
Does
Yoru stalk out?
Yoru groggily floats out. Her hair's an absolute mess. Her clothes are disheveled, and she, her eyes are barely open. And she sits down at Is there like a table we're sitting at, or like?
We're going outside, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just.
There's no
Standing
table.
outside. Is it on
Okay,
the
then
stoop or something?
she's going to.
You can sit on the stoop. You
go-
can sit on a nearby fence if you want.
She's going to lie down on the fence.
Okay. As you all sort of drift on out, he actually looks up at you, Harleen, and just goes, "How are you finding your appetite? I know giants aren't supposed to eat as much as their mass dictates, but are you getting enough food?"
I think I am. I've been covering. If I'm still hungry, I cover with what's left of my rations.
Let's see. But do let us know if you're bumping into any problems with that. Unfortunately, the physiology of your kind is rather unknown to us still. As to that matter, there are people that would like to examine you, non-invasively, if you'd be agreeable to that.
Eyebrow goes up.
You're
Hey,
He sort of actually looks around at a lot of you when he sort of gestures, just goes, "You're all quite the learning opportunity. I've wanted to avoid talking on such matters simply because I'd rather you get comfortable here first. But you must understand that a lot of you are rare sights. Some of you entirely unknown so far." And he looks to you when he says that, Atoria.
Well, if they can examine me, I can't say if I'm an actual giant or not. I may look like it. I don't know.
Well, that is the question. You carry quite a few marks that suggest that you are one of the Dominari.
Dominari.
The ears, the eyes. One that dominates a spirit, subsumes it. It's unpleasant discussion, but it must be brought to light.
do you eat Casper?
I don't know. I haven't had anyone say anything inside my head, so
Chill steady, like.
If you
Good.
if you ate Casper, I don't think it'll be in your head.
Chill steady, like right by Regular Tell's boot. It just looks up and goes, "Can you tell if Harleen has a spirit in them?"
We can't see anything, which isn't to suggest there isn't one, because it's hard to tell when they are shoved down. It's hard to describe. It's a very spiritual thing. But no, I cannot see a spirit within her.
I don't see the other name unless like something's done. I think either awareness or communication. I don't know. I kind of guess because there's long periods of time where I don't see the other names.
Well, me and Barden. Barden's always very close to the surface of me. This isn't my body; it's our body, if you understand.
Okay.
It's a true sharing, a cohabitation. You're not your kind, but you'll forgive me if I speak in common parlance. Your kind. He gestures up at Harleen. It's not a sharing. It's a domination. It's using them as fuel. It's essentially, well, yes, like eating something for nutrients, only far more long term.
oh, that's rude.
Like devouring a soul? Wow.
Yes, I suppose it is quite akin to such a thing.
Well, I would assume that they are constantly trying to keep it down, and I'm not. Maybe if there is something in me, it can't surface because for my entire life, I've been the only person in my skin.
We understand little of their arts. It's heretical. It's filth to even think of attempting or examining. But well, if there is a spirit within you, I'm sure you don't want it trapped.
No, I'm not going to eat someone.
then we'll, if you don't mind, we'll examine you more closely and see if we can discover anything about that. With that being said, yes, most of you are intriguing. He sort of looks at you, Tasha, and just goes, you are perhaps the most common sight, and you yourself, he looks down at you, Trihl. Well, your kind aren't common within the cities and so on. They're not unknown.
It's okay. I'm not upset about that.
That just means no one needs to examine me. So
Well,
I
you
think
should
that's a
likely still
plus.
have a health checkup.
Eh,
But I'd rather some of the Bobanikin actually did that themselves. Well, we have perfectly proficient scholars. You can't really beat the knowledge of your own kind.
I guess it would be a good idea to find out what
We did
this
see.
does.
We
He
did
just
see
motions
two
to her
of her.
body.
We did see two of her kind walk by.
There are some within the city. However, I don't believe any of them are medical practitioners. So we'll put some feelers out for you.
Thank you.
However, you do want to seek your own kind. He says, like, with little certainty, because he knows that you're not what you are. Then I imagine you could find some.
For better or worse, you can just consider me what I look like, I guess.
If that were the case, then I would not be allowing you to wield weapon within the city or sending you on task of adventure.
You'd be
I
going to
You're a
school, young
child.
lady.
I mean, species-wise. Species! But yes, I will have to ask about that because I don't know what this body is, like, allergic to, or, what is a healthy eating habit, or do I get any taller?
You should grow. You are a
I want to
child.
grow
You are
up,
expected.
not out.
Yes, you should likely gain some height. I can't imagine that you've been cursed with. Well, I suppose you could potentially be cursed with this as an eternal form, but I don't
She
see why that would
grimaces.
be part of a summoning. Yeah, listen. Once you hit puberty, I'm sure you will shoot up and out.
I already hit that. I have to go through that again?
If you are a living, developing being, I imagine so.
Is there any discrepancy between like human aging rates and like Bobanikin or elves or giants or anything that we should know
Yes,
about?
there are quite some discrepancies. Thankfully, he sort of looks around the group of you. Well, actually, so this only applies to you, Tasha, and you, Trihl. Your aging is going to be quite close to what you would know as human norms. You've already bypassed the point, he points at you, Trihl, where the aging would be accelerated. Childhood does not last as particularly long for your kind.
What?
Brownies grow very quickly through childhood, pubescence, and so on.
Oh.
But you look like you're an adult, and you should expect to see the same sort of lifespan you'd expect as a human. Maybe a little more if you avoid any difficulties. It's hard to say what the maximum lifespan of your kind is, because, wild living.
Yeah, I've had a few hawks already.
Yeah, he sort of gives a sort of grimace smile, and then sort of motions to Tasha and just goes, "You quite similar to humans. There's a mild offset of when you're considered an adult and so on, but it's a year or two."
In the archives, would I be able to look up what Bobanikin culture would be like? Like what I'm supposed to be doing like this?
No, the archives are actually a little more intensely peculiar, you could say. If you're looking for culture of your adopted kind, I would actually inquire within some of the communities here, see if any of the Barbarian themselves will share. They're quite big on their oral history. Otherwise, petition to enter the personal libraries of those that have such things as interest. Or
Okay,
we can do so on your behalf if you'd like.
I'll I'll ask around. I'll figure it out.
Look, we do have some Barbarian in the Brotherhood if you'd rather just have a discussion.
If I come across any when we go to the archives, I'll ask.
Hmm.
Wait, no, are they at the archives?
Is the
Hey-
Brotherhood and the archives the same or
Brotherhood.
different?
You don't know, and he just sort of rolls his shoulders and goes, I doubt it. There's the chance that one of them might pop in, but there's little reason to on a day-to-day basis.
Are there?
Then, for better or worse, maybe someone who knows my current circumstances from the Brotherhood would be easier to explain.
I'll put out a request in. Yes, Trihl?
Are there any bounties?
Currently, no. Historically, we have had some Brownie members. Brownies making their way into city life are a irregularity, but not unheard of.
No.
Some of the spirits will have known Brownies. And certainly, a
Now-
few of them will have been bonded to such.
Now, that's all nice and good, but somehow I don't think I want to meet my kind, nor do I feel like I'd learn anything from them.
Unfortunately, yes. You'll be able to read a lot about your kind. We certainly have much on them. You are another curiosity, much like Harleen. I don't know whether your whether your mind is the spirit or the host.
Close?
Hmm.
You
Well,
mean- Oh,
looking at
no.
you would be what we would call someone possessed. You look like you are a mortal form subsumed by demon kind. You saw the wolves on the streets, yes?
Yes.
It's a
Yes,
lot
I
like
did.
that. Do you feel any other presence within your body?
She kind of looks up, like testing herself. Not really. All I feel is the normal aches, tires, and smoldering nihilism that comes with teaching.
No. Then we can hope that you are quite the irregularity and there is nothing you are cohabitating with either way. There are chances that there are spirits are able to manifest physically themselves if they're particularly powerful, but they tend to look a lot more strange.
Are they prone to being able to change their forms?
Yes, if they want to, their physical form is just a manifestation of will, and you can warp that, you can change that.
So they chose to look like jesters?
Well, no, those were people.
You have a lot of jesters.
Do I need to afford you some more rest? You
No.
you seem scattered.
Well, they all.
I'm assuming that's the form they took because of the possession. They're not all jesters, Atoria.
Most of those people weren't possessed. I should stress that.
Oh, is this some sort of weird culty thing that they dressed up like that, maybe?
You encountered one of the demons, the tomfoolery.
The one that turned into
Really?
the streamers and confetti and the paper bits that went everywhere.
He nods. That is a demon. That is somebody possessed. The rest of them were just normal people ritualistically dominated and forced to His face is souring even as he's saying it.
Are the eyeball gems dangerous?
Not on their own. They are fuel for spell work.
Oh.
Likely inert at this point, consumed in the ritual that does poor souls.
I guess if they're kind of cultish, then they all kind of
Kinda
go
like a
after a
theme,
same
yeah.
vibe, a theme, yeah. Maybe
Well-
maybe the theme was tomfoolery, and so they all dress like cult or jesters.
Tomfoolery is not an unknown quantity. They have been a plague on various provinces for, well, decades.
So he does come back.
Oh, yes. Benefit of being a spirit is if the physical host is destroyed, you get to return to. He just sort of gestures around.
And
find another.
we dispatched him. So he has a vendetta on us. That's wonderful.
Vendetta, likely not. Interest, possibly.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sort of shrugs his shoulders a little. But we don't know whether these were willing cultists or not. They don't appear to be citizens from here, as far as we can tell. We're still trying to identify who, what, where, why, everything.
So is the archive going to be also this sort of investigation on ourselves, or is that at two separate locations?
It's a stepping stone upon it, I suppose. The reason I ask you to come is there are rather old records stored there. I'm seeing if we can get you to identify some images of, wizards that are unknown to us. We might find your summoner, perhaps. There are a few spirits that wish to see you. And frankly, we're throwing this at the wall in the hopes that maybe there will be something there that tells us what's going on. Something you would recognize that we might not think to link with you.
Something that sticks.
And he nods.
Cool.
You did ask whether you'd see much of the Brotherhood there. I suppose you wouldn't know of our organization. Most of the ones in the archive will just be of the priesthood. They're not bonded like we are. Spirits are restless at best. They like us to be out doing things. Those of the Brotherhood are more likely to be scattered out and about in the wilds or assisting people with something of import. You can think of us as the crusading arm of the priesthood.
Oh, I
That's
see.
a nice thought.
But there is little use in us dallying, I suppose. If you'd accompany me.
Lead the way.
Sure.
And yeah, he's going to start walking with you through the city. Most of your time here, you've been asked to stay within this district. You sort of have left briefly, especially in the disaster, to chase, assist, and so on. But you haven't gotten to explore particularly hardcore. Which is why, as you are walking along, going through new districts, I would like each of you to give me as I grab my character dagger heart character sheet so I can remember what every stat is called.
All right. So
Can you give me an instinct perceive, please?
instant perceive. Can I use my inquisitive soul?
Yes.
I would like to activate my heightened senses.
Yep, you can do that.
I have a 21 with hope.
Mhm.
So I gain a hope and I spend a hope.
You guys are doing very well on your not giving me fear, which I don't appreciate.
19.
With?
17 with
Hope.
hope.
Fear. Sorry.
Hey, there's one at least. All right.
That's the second fear you've gotten from Marcus this session.
Yes.
From watching
Yeah.
Marcus.
However, all of you have rolled very well. Okay. As you are walking, there's something you'll start to pick up about how these districts are arranged and shaped. Rather than being like interconnecting city blocks and just like rounding flowing streets and so on, it feels like every district is like a circle, a sphere. Everything within it is in a circle. Each of these are connected by a sort of bridge, whether it is a literal bridge over a small river or so on, or just like a pathway in the grass. And amongst all of these circles, where nothing is built, is just like it looks kind of like parkland, but like clearly not meant to be wandered about on or such. It's just wildness within the city. And as you are wandering, it starts to feel like there's a very deliberate like arrangement of the angles these connecting paths take. And it feels like these circles are arranged in some way, but you've not really gone far enough or looked far enough to exactly know the shape. But it's a peculiar method of making a city. Especially since between a lot of these, like, there's no walls to suggest that this would be like defensive city district separation or something like that. Just a very peculiar way to build. You will also. Trihl has gone high enough. You will also notice Trihl going through one of the districts that there is a flow of wealth distribution that is deliberately mixed. It's not like you walk into one district and it is the opulent district. Everything of wealth is here. Every district seems to have like, here are the cheap housings going on this side of this circle, and then there's this gradual build up to like the center has more opulent buildings.
Mhm.
It's like every district has its own little class
High street.
structure.
Almost like a high
Yeah.
street built into
Yeah.
the same street kind of thing. That's interesting.
Yeah. But it's arriving into one of these districts where the tone does change a little bit. It looks like there's a few more. You can tell from the architecture, like, oh, here's a sort of like large dorm building, supposed to house a bunch of people. You immediately clock. This feels like a college place back home. You know, a little college town.
Yay.
Dormitory buildings, clearly buildings that are meant to be, you know, schools essentially. And you immediately notice that there are people moving about with purpose, carrying scroll work cases that have like, you know, ink stains or such on them. There is a man carrying an easel, paintboard, and so on. And yeah, it feels like you are immediately in a sort of learning place. And Riga is taking you towards one of the central buildings. And immediately like goes past this big glamorous entrance, does not bother going inside of it, leads you to what looks like a little outfield shed behind it. You see people sort of lounging about, studying, some people eating a quick breakfast before rushing off, and he's just taking you to this small little building that he puts his palm against. There's a faint glow, door opens, and he sort of steps aside and motions you to go in.
What is this?
Is this where
The underpaid
is this study
department?
um
Is this like
allowed
Phil's gonna walk in.
by
I feel like you're both trying to
the-
make jokes here, but please. Please.
Phil's little pitter patter as she's
Yeah.
already walking in.
she's concerned but walks forward through.
Back
You-
alley laboratory.
He's looking up at Harleen.
I'm going to wait for everyone to go in before I try to squeeze in that door.
You try to squeeze in, and Harleen, it feels like this isn't happening. And he's just got his hand on his chin, watching you. Like you get your arm inside. That's about it. Everyone, Harley's arm is like sort of feeling about in here. Pretty alarming.
Ooh,
This
Kinda
room
worried
is
that we're all gonna
empty.
die.
we're gonna die.
And he just sort of like points at you, Harleen, and just goes, "You wait here. We'll see if we can do something."
Okay.
How much of Harleen are they gonna chop off?
Right. And he waits for Harleen to retract
Pinky.
her arm, and then heads on inside. And Harleen, you see that door close. And
Is there someplace that's like a little mound or hill that I can go sit on, or is it perfectly level terrain?
it's very level terrain here.
I'll go find someplace calming to sit.
There's a big tree nearby that you can sort of like lay down under if you want.
You mean like a small tree?
Yeah, to Harleen, yeah.
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 And once Riker sort of comes in and that door closes, he looks to you and just goes, "Right, follow me." And he is going to walk up to this like you see. There's a few things in here that have drapery over them, storage sheets. And he's just going to flick a sheet back that looks like it's over this large mirror, which he just walks through. You see it shimmer, surface ripple.
Wow.
This is handy.
Fancy.
Just like in The Magicians. I want to walk through.
Why?
You actually have to climb up a bit to get over
Gotta go to the
the bottom
frame.
of it. Yeah.
Why are we going through so many doors? Why can't they just put this near the entrance?
She says as she walks through.
Hello.
Right. You each make your way through, and you find yourself in a large cavern. It feels chill, not uncomfortably cold, but chill. You see that like the rock here is carved out. This must have been some kind of natural cavern that has then had work done on it. There are multiple tiers. You can see a few people like walking up on rock ledgeways and so on. You see like various doors going off and so on. But there are shelves in here, loads and loads of shelves. The air feels really, really dry.
It's like a mine palace, but underground.
It's
And,
more like a mind palace.
He sort of turns to you and smiles and just goes, "Welcome to the archive. This is where we keep a lot of oddities. To gum here, normally you need to put in some requests, and if your request is considered legitimate, well, access is given. Nothing dangerous here, mostly, but things here are deemed important enough that they need to be tucked away. If you wait here a second, I need to see if we can get another access way opened up."
I'm going to take my cell phone out. I'll quietly take some pictures.
Yeah, you can start doing
Click,
pictures.
click, click, click,
I
click.
need a capable
Spy camera.
The group of you immediately clock you are getting some curious looks from scholars going about their business. You see uniforms that would suggest priests, and also some that are just like, look like they are from the local college, perhaps.
There's somebody who's got a uniform on, and they look like they particularly look good in their uniform. Phil's just gonna like walk up to them to a good distance, and hold up the cell phone, and this like full bright flash take a picture. I don't want to cover that.
You walk up to this person. They look relatively young, but they've got clearly like elven ears and so on. You walk up to them, do this flash, and you see them like squint and blink their eyes, and they just go, "Excuse me."
You look really pretty. I wanted a picture. Thank you.
Thank you. They say it in confusion. Harleen.
Mm-hmm.
You are laying under this tree, and then you see the strangest of things. A little cloud forms up in the branches, and then there is a sudden deluge of water. It fucking thunderstorms on you. You even see like little cracks of lightning in the cloud as it pours water in a torrent. And as you're sort of trying to blink it out of your eyes, everything seems to ripple, and the rest of you, there is a sploosh as this large giant appears in this cavern, soaking wet.
That's terrifying.
What?
The floor shakes.
I'm taking a picture, maybe a video.
What, Harleen?
Wet Harleen.
Does she,
As
does
I'm
she
turning
look
slow-mo
like
nod.
Is she one of those mammals that look like a drowned rat when wet?
yeah, foxes don't particularly look great when wet. Shows you how like narrow her tail actually is.
Oh, I suddenly have a danger
little
sense, and I'm
rat
gonna
tail.
hide directly behind Atoria because I know what happens when mammalian vulpines / canines get wet, and I'm not gonna be whacked across this whole building from the impact force of Harleen shaking water.
Yeah.
I'm hiding
Harleen's
behind
her
Atoria.
ears are folded way back, and she just not saying anything, just stands up, grabs her hair, wrings it out, grabs her tail, looks very sad for a second, wrings it out, suddenly goes to all fours and just starts shaking.
This sends water everywhere in this dry chamber, and
Oh no, the trolls!
thankfully there is a crackle in front of the bookcases where the water impacts. However, other than the bookcases, there is no defenses. There is water splattering everywhere, scholars getting soaked, and then you start to hear angry beeping as shimmering into existence. Like you see like this sort of blue etheric effect before this floating orb with 4 long arms carrying things like brooms, these weird tube-like implements and so on, and a little orb sat on top of the central orb with little like blinky eyes on it appears and starts like beeping aggressively at Harleen and then just like sweeping up. And you see a few more little flashes on the chamber as these things appear. And they are desperately trying to mop and dry the one closest to Harleen, constantly just going boop, 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 boop.
Oh man, I'll get this
Tasha,
Harper from that one
Whoever
show.
teleported me in shouldn't have dropped a rainstorm on me first.
Tasha puts a hand up towards her face and is just like just pretending she doesn't know Harleen, just kind of looking away.
Ryger's going to come
you.
back over to the group and just goes, "Yeah, it worked, marvelous."
Harleen's just slowly turning to look at them.
Is it over? Is it safe to come out now?
So, rainstorm?
Listen, there are very few avenues of moving an object from one place to another, especially within the grounds of the Collegium. So we used what methods we could.
Harleen's going to squat down in front of him. That's fine. For the sanity of your little friends back there, have a towel ready next time.
It's proceeding trying to mop your tail.
And it gets swatted.
You know, the broom is
It sort
actually
of just
a lot
goes
more
twirling, gliding
menacing
away.
than I remember.
Yeah.
Menacing.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said a broom is a lot more menacing than I remember.
Swish, swish, swish.
If you don't mind, I'll Riker sort of like reaches a hand out to you, Harleen.
Okay.
It just sort of like starts to move around you, and you feel heat coming from his hand. He's just slowly helping dry you off.
Are they gonna get wet again on the way out?
Yes.
Oh.
Not unless you want to be deposited some distance away from here.
We'll just step in a clearing farther away from this so we don't get sopping.
Oh, you'll have
Right.
the easy way out.
Oh, that's for later.
Yeah.
So, this way, and he's just going to motion for you to follow him. You start
Just
walking
scamper
along.
after him.
Yeah. And he's just leading you through, like, yeah, this is clearly like a cave network. It's not so carved out and such that, like, it's entirely efficient. You have to go through some, like, curves and corners and so on to get places. It's literally like what chambers they can work on easily, they have. Otherwise, it's just left as it is. You see natural stonework and so on. And He starts explaining, like, this was a salt mine.
How long ago? How long has this
There's one of the
facility been active?
curiosities. We don't know.
So you didn't build this place?
We might have.
Did you forget?
That brings us to the big thing that we don't share with most people. Recorded history seems to have been changed or altered, and frankly, anything beyond the last 200 years is an uncertainty.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes,
That's a
we
lot.
are very unclear on many things, true origins. We have history, however, some of it is conflicting, and there are, well, he sort of gestured it through himself. I myself am, as far as we can tell through examination, about 400 years old.
y-
You don't look
What?
it.
Thank you.
Are
There are quite a lot of elves and such that are long-lived, along with some other species, and we have very vague recollections of a lot of things. Things that we can certainly tell are false memory, and this would be quite alarming, I think, if it was public.
revealed? I would imagine so.
Yeah.
This
And as far as we can tell, that is quite actually close to the last time we had visitors like yourselves.
200 years ago?
He nods.
And that's when you lost all your history.
Yes. At least we don't know the exact time span of their arrival and that, whether it happened upon their arrival as a circumstance of whatever they did. We're not sure. But we must have held them in some acclaim, although some suggest that perhaps we were ruled over or toiled under them, because we have found, through here, he sort of gestured to a large opening that, as you step through, you see statues. Like, one statue in particular, but it's a grouping of figures. Clearly like carved heroes and so on. And a shock comes over you as you see your own faces.
Yeah.
Different forms, clearly, like Trihl. You see yourself standing there, tall, elven almost.
Oh no.
Harleen, you see a male figure, short, dwarvish, but clearly your features as they were.
Nice.
Atoria, there's just you, human as can be, as you used to
Okay.
be. Tasha, you are a figure that towers over the rest of them. Not like Harleen does now, just a couple of feet, but there you are. And Yoru,
what?
you look like a little halfling.
Oh, for God's sake.
Jill is going to take out her phone, has her phone out because she's been taking pictures and stuff. Gonna make a group message really quick, and she's going to attach one of the images from her photo album that she was looking at yesterday. And goes,
You're doing a selfie.
I'm sending my picture from the old times for work, and
I like that. Content not viewable in your region. Damn you, Imgur.
that's okay. I'll post it in art for you. Actually, I'll post the image in art so that way not this link, so it doesn't just get stuck for you. There. But yeah, I have a picture of her at the office. I go, can you show that to Riger?
Atoria is looking at the phone for extended amount of time.
I will open the image and show Riker.
Riger's already sort of turned to you because you've all sort of like frozen briefly. You've all started looking at your phones. And as he's about to ask what's going on, you turn that large screen towards him, Harleen. And he looks at the image and looks briefly confused as like, why are you showing me this? Until recognition starts to click and you see him look back at the statues, look at the fit photo,
My name was Margaret.
You, he looks over at the statue again. A coincidence?
Well,
You
I'm
said
going to
that- Oh,
I'm going to flip through mine and hold up a picture of Harland.
You all starting to bring up
this is
photos.
This is impossible. I'd never choose a gnome as my character.
you twerp.
Halfling. Whatever.
I got to
More
be an
forward.
elf. That was really cool. Maybe.
Why? Why did they have our old faces?
These are you.
That literally was me. Not a convenience store clerk, but that's me.
Wait,
Huh?
you worked at the store. Trill's
Yeah,
gonna look
some of you
over
start to
it.
actually recognize each other.
You,
What?
the, you,
Family Mart?
yeah, you worked at Family Mart. I used to go there. I mean, I did until
Yo-
I died. But...
Yoru is going to be looking at the statues. Then she's going to put her hand on her chin. Someone stole our faces. Remember what they were saying about we would look like different races? That wizard. Did someone may have come here before us and took our bodies.
What if
The ones meant for us.
What if it's we don't remember?
I'm leaning
possible.
on that route.
If everybody else
Unless
lost
there are
200 years,
doppelgangers.
I mean, think about it.
Are there?
The same plinth did the same thing twice. Maybe it did it to the same people. Maybe.
This
Or
the statue's at
or
least
it's
200
like-
years old.
or it's like different timelines, like in Loki.
Yeah, and
It's grabbing different variations of us from different universes.
if I was an elf, though,
I look exactly the same.
I'd still be alive.
Yeah. Well, would we?
I mean,
Because
Yes. I mean, Ryger's looking over at the elf and just going, the PlayStation does not seem to be old. Yes, if that was... That should still be around.
so if that's not me, then that means they're still alive.
Guys. There's 6 figures in the statue.
Who's that last person?
Tasha?
2, 3, 4.
You
5.
will instantly recognize the last figure. They too look like they're elven, but you will remember going over the bridge with her.
Punchy.
Oh, what? No.
You are posed side by side, really close, shoulders touching.
Hands on one shoulder.
Buddy.
Fist bumping. She takes out. She
You pose
quick
like you're really
inventories.
good friends.
She quick slots one of her swords into her hands and starts moving towards the statue.
Don't break it!
Whoa,
Don't
whoa,
break it! Stop!
Don't break this one.
Yoru,
Why am I near that?
Stop it!
bleeping.
Whenever she breaks it, stop her!
Stop.
Wait, whoa. Is she self-censoring?
No, that's because the player can't actually curse, so this is how they're channeling it, Toby.
Yes. I can't curse, so imagine bleeps are like you hearing it.
Trust me,
real
I'm
in my
putting in
voice.
really saucy words like
That
pan.
fucking fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no, I find it even funnier in my head if we're getting censored.
Oh, it'd be really funny if you had child mode on for your speech and you couldn't.
Child mode.
However, no.
No.
But you start
Aw.
approaching the statue, and Ryger's actually like start moving between you, putting his hands up and goes, "Please calm yourself."
That's the bleep that killed me.
You were killed by them?
That's how I thought you got hit by a car. You said you got hit by a
I-
truck.
I did after I got stabbed by them. I took them down with me.
And you are a really
At least
troubled
they
child.
died too.
She's just she's starting to sound raving as she's just talking about things that before her death, but it's starting to lack coherence because she's so mad. Her face is
Don't-
turning bright red because she's
don't-
running out of air.
Don't break our statues. They're neat.
She's though she's pushing towards it, she's small and is easily held back.
Yeah. Your statues are dressed up in pretty darn fantasy garb. You can see like a couple of modern oddities, like especially like boots, stuff like that. You can see like, oh, that looks like there's a like the wristband I wear, that kind of thing. But yeah, you appear to be in like full on fantasy mode, carrying epic weapons, things like that.
What happens when you die here?
Oh well, depends who you ask. The priesthood tends to teach that the human spirit, we say human, but most mortal races, goes into the loving arms of the goddess. It's my personal belief, but I must acknowledge that there are other beliefs as well. Some think that you just rejoin the lands. Some think that, well, yes, I know. He sort of looks a little frustrated. Barden says that many become them, spirits. Some believe that you are simply reborn. This, he sort of gestures at the statues and then moves to you, isn't really covered.
Maybe it's something with the ritual site. Maybe like we lived and then like
It cycled us back around.
yeah, when we died.
Yeah, maybe
But where's
the
the sixth
event.
person? Where's that?
So
person?
we're New Game Plus.
Maybe and
Yeah,
then
where the
and then
yeah.
maybe something's happened to the altar since then, so it isn't working right. So it made us like this. But where's the sixth person though? That's what doesn't make sense.
No one else awoke with you?
No.
There was
No.
Not that we know of.
Did you all wake at the same time?
Yeah, I think so. I got scared because of emotions and everybody else. And,
You all know it
mean,
was like at least within a
within
few seconds of each other.
Seconds, yeah.
and
Moments?
then like after we started trying to figure out things at the plinth, there was this really weird thunderstorm and lightning, and it was like it was chasing us.
You were chased by weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
know.
just giving you an odd look
Foreboding.
as if that's a very strange thing to say.
Did you say we were
It's-
chased? I mean, it was just weather.
She says, out of breath.
Oh.
No, we
Uh,
were literally chased
I
by
mean-
the storm.
There are magics that can control the weather.
It felt malevolent. Like I don't know.
Malevolent.
There was a will behind
Bad
it.
juju.
It didn't feel like a regular storm. It felt weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just because we were in a new situation and we didn't know what was going on and we were scared.
Barden thinks you should trust your instincts on such
Oh.
things.
Thanks, Baden.
Well, this
Okay, so
is a little
we're
more
new
of a
game.
revelation than I'd intended, so I don't really understand it.
Do they have names for these people?
He shakes his head.
I have a name for that one. It's bleep, 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 bleep.
Okay, enough. Covers mouth.
All right, Atoria. The next time I get
Oh.
money, I want to buy soap for that. I'm pointing
Okay,
at Tasha.
we'll get
Oh,
Tasha
you have
some
that custom
soap.
as well?
Yeah, wash the mouth out with
Yes.
soap to get rid of the dirty words.
Right on ours. Actually, that is a question I have for you. Did do you see any similarities in our cultures so far? I know you haven't been here long, but
Only
Uh,
vaguely.
Aside from the fact you're probably 500 to 600 years behind where we were, at least.
That's technology-wise. That's
give or
not
take.
culture.
That's tech. That's
you have a
pretty
college
culture.
town.
I actually think your culture's better than ours.
You have dorms.
That
You
is
have a university,
kind of you to say.
essentially.
a university.
Yeah, what we pass coming in. Like a whole campus dedicated to learning.
No, the college.
College, yeah. University,
Yes.
college. One and the same. Different societies call it different things.
We didn't have any other races, though. It was only humans.
No, we were humans. I mean,
Only humans.
No magic.
Only
Yeah.
humans. No demons, no elves, no anything as such.
I mean, it's really weird to us that you guys only have the goddess, because like where we're from, like lots of different cultures have different beliefs about life, death, and gods and
Oh,
goddesses. And
You'll find the same here. I mean, the goddess is obviously the accurate one, but there are other cultures that believe
okay.
other
Now this
strange
is sounding
things.
a
That's-
lot
that's not-
more like normal to
Yeah.
us. As soon
Okay,
as you
that-
said
that-
that,
that-
it's more
yeah.
accurate. That rings. Okay.
Goddess,
We're
goddess
fine.
here, god there,
Yeah.
Norse mythology there.
I mean, he
Yeah.
gestures over at you, Tasha, and just goes, the Bobanikin in particular, they have beliefs of, well, less deific, but still great beings that guide them.
So,
Which I can acknowledge is a
Would-
possibility. They're not on par with the goddess, so perhaps, but there's no evidence of such.
I have no
would
idea.
you ascribe that as like old world religion or paganism?
As of
I don't-
whatism?
I don't even know what those gods are, but I feel insulted about that.
Are you?
The way
Do
you
you
put
have the
that.
word heretical? Heresy?
Well, yeah, he did.
He looks a little uncomfortable, but he does nod.
Okay, paganism is considered a form of heretical worship, where you worship something that the church kind of denounces and is
We-
considered wild stuff, like people who
The-
worship the wild spirits and things like that.
Oh, no, we would not denounce one of the other belief systems. The things we consider heretical are demon summoning, are bringing maleficent beings into
Paganism is often
existence.
associated with witches and demon summoning and things like that. It
But
gets,
also
it gets
good
vilified.
stuff
It
as
gets
well.
it gets
It
vilified
is
by
vilified.
the church, and they say that it's all the bad things. But the people who do it usually say that no, we just listen to nature and stuff. It's
He
very complicated.
he scratches his head and just goes, "You sound like some of the newer folk trying to." There are some small minorities within the church that are trying to now push beliefs I do
Compassion?
not agree with. Compassion is
Monotheism.
one of our greatest tenets in my belief, but
Mm.
monotheism, that's a good term for it, yes.
We have that term.
But they're a minority, and I do not agree with it.
There's
Try
Yeah, go ahead.
tip from our world. Make sure that stays a minority. It will save you a lot of time, a lot of headaches later.
Well, we seem to have some small similarities at least. But well, this is. He sort of glances at the statues. I suppose I was at least correct in bringing you here.
It just a lot more questions now.
Maybe there are more answers. He sort of motions around, and again, this chamber has there are less like actual shelves that are on clear display. There are more like drawers, cabinets, and so on, as if whatever's in here they don't want just like exposed to the open. And he sort of gestures around and just goes, I will ask you to be delicate in your interactions with any items here, but you are being given permission to, he smiles a little bit, rummage.
I will
All
endeavor
right.
not to be rough with these items.
Feels
Thank
like
you.
I'm Back in college
Do
again.
you want a shoulder, Trihl?
Oh, I don't know. If I get on your shoulder, then you go look at something, then I have to move.
How about I assist you, Trihl?
What?
It's going to be a little bit harder without energy drinks, but she rolls up her sleeves. Probably
Do you
could
want
get
one?
2 days
If
with.
you don't mind, Mr. Natal, but I don't mind
Certainly.
trying to manage.
As for you, Harleen, he motions to a table where there is like a large spyglass in it.
Is it like a reverse
To help.
magnifying glass?
And to help you read documents.
Harleen
I
pulls
assume
out her
that the
phone.
scale would be a little. Oh, your device can help you with that?
Take a picture of it.
Oh, then good. You are, well, gladly self-sufficient. He smiles.
Tasha pulls herself free and just kind of lightly
Yeah,
stomps
go.
over to
All right.
the things
Don't.
to start rummaging.
But you're
You-
gonna kick the plinth again.
You are all able to start like looking about, opening up cabinets, drawers. You find scroll work, loose like leaves of paper. There are some strange things like, oh, here's a image that is like built into a weaving of twigs and so on, leaves and such round into it to create a picture. All manner of like weird esoteric documentation and even some items. Before we find anything interesting, we're going to have to see if anything of interest can be found. That is why I am going to ask for you all to roll for me.
Rolling.
Roll.
What are we rolling?
What are we rolling?
That's
2d12,
the,
that's what
the
we're
question
rolling.
that's the
Regardless,
question I'm
it's 2d12.
delaying.
Yay.
Yeah, 2d12.
Uh-oh.
I will allow either instinct or knowledge.
Instinct it is.
Instinct it is, because it's the only thing I have a plus in.
Can I add jaded math teacher to this? Because
Yeah,
I
I'll
know how
allow
to
that.
search.
Can I use Inquisitive Soul on this?
You can indeed.
I would love
And
to
what-
use heightened senses, but I can't really think of a good way to
Yeah, it doesn't really
come up
fit.
with this.
There's
Unless,
no.
well, I don't have Sixth Sense written down, so
There's no like people around. I can't like talk to people.
There are people milling around. If you want to try to communicate with people, but the thing of this isn't like they know what's here. They don't know what's going to be relevant to you.
Right. I mean,
But if you want to, if you
What
have a
is-
specific question that you can think to
Yeah.
ask, I'd let you roll with that on the presence is dead.
what? No, it uses my experience. Oh, I need hope to use experiences, don't I?
Yeah, it's been a hope.
Yeah, I don't have hope, so never mind. Instinct it is. Well, I could. No, You said I
You-
could use presence if I talk to people.
Do you want me to give you hope?
No.
Because I could give you and me hope.
I can
Yeah,
give you
I'm
hope.
just,
you can use presence to talk to people if you want. However, you're going to need a specific question in mind, and I'm going to be less generous
Yeah.
with the luck of stumbling into something.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll instinct because it's
Okay.
just kind of knowledge looking. Yeah. 11, 12. Fear.
Okay. All right. You'll start rummaging about, and this
Actually,
is
mine's 16. I forgot I have a plus. I only added +1 for my one thing. It's +2. But yeah, 16.
you all start rummaging about, and I'm going to take a brief break. I've got to go throw up. So if people want to grab drinks,
Cool.
yeah.
All
All right. I'll go get a drink.
Mhm.
I'll let you know when I'm back. Oh,
Welcome back.
oh, oh, man. Ba, 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 ba. What's that from?
What?
That's Star Trek, isn't it?
Okay, I'm back.
No, Superman. The motion
Superman?
picture. Yeah.
Oh,
Ba,
okay.
ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba.
Oh, I,
I
didn't know
guess,
that's
yeah,
what
it
we're
is
doing.
Superman.
We're bopping.
We're bopping. We're bopping and booping.
Is everybody here?
I'm here.
I'm back.
Yes.
Marcus is.
Mm.
Okay. There's Cross.
I am here.
Okay. Right. Oh, 22. Okay. So we have 22, 16, 17, 16.
12.
Yeah, the 12 and 10 aren't going to get much. I will, however, sphere. Okay. The 10 and the 12 with fear, so Tasha and Atoria. Tell me what little fact would you like to know that is unrelated to what you're actually seeking? It's not going to be informative of any of the mystery of what's happened to memories or who you are, where the thing's gone. But is there anything in the world that you'd like to know a little fact on? Be it a race, a location, a curiosity.
Let's see. Thinking. I think I would like to know more about the Babanyakin.
Okay.
That's
So the Babanyakin are, you'll find just a little mention of them. This is in regards to a larger record of events that are happening. The Babanyakin are sort of a side mention. But you'll learn that they are typically nomadic in their history. However, they have started to sort of settle down near at least larger communities and so on. They are great milk producers. Most towns use them for milk, which brings a brief moment of horror as you think about the milk you've drinking recently. They have a matriarchal culture, but the men are quite big and tough. They are supposed to be defenders and warriors. The women sort of rule over them. And indeed, they are a more nature spirit in their beliefs. They believe that there are ascended nature spirits that act as guardians for them. Mentions there are 6 of them, but they are not named.
okay.
What about you, Atoria?
Kind of similar vein, just on the race, but because
You want to know about
etymology,
something about what you are?
yeah, etymology is a big thing for them.
Yeah.
Kind of will go to that rabbit hole.
Okay. Unfortunately, you don't find anything particularly concrete. However, you do find brief mentions of carapaced creatures that are supposed to come from the northern sands. This is almost boogeyman in context. This is myth and non-concrete evidence. But there have been reports of militia bands that have just vanished overnight. Any survivors just talking about chittering carapace creatures and so on. But something about northern sands.
Northern sands. Okay, I can't take notes, but I will try to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a sticky note or something.
We are then going to go to Harleen and Trihl. And Atoria. You find that actually, you know what? I'm just going to do the fear in the background. Don't worry about it. But
Trihl scary skeletons.
And Harleen, you both roll the fear, right?
I
Yes.
both fear, yeah.
You can both elect to know something that is in closer proximity to what you're actually wanting to investigate. However, if you have your own thing you want to discover that isn't related to investigation, you can suggest that as well. What would you like to know? Let's see. If you could ask the DM a question about the game.
Actually, I
Mystery.
have one,
Uh-huh.
and it was brought up in the second session. Empires of the Giants were mentioned.
Okay. You want to know about that?
Yeah.
Okay. You will find mention, and this is like there's earmarks of other scholars like looking at this and remarking on it. You can see like subnotes and such, little attached pieces of paper that are shockingly very much like sticky notes. That mention like knowledge of empires of giants and how everybody has a feeling that they used to dwell here. As if like the fairy lands we sit in were once their domain, but there is little historical record to support this. It's like they remark it's almost like a mass delusion that's shared. But current giant empires are known to be across the deep lakes that separate this land and another. They refer to deep lakes, not ocean. And they are said to dwell within the ruptured earth of the west.
Okay.
I'm looking for information on the ruined kingdom of Dorn.
Okay, the ruined kingdom of Dawn. You will find a story. It's a story that tells the tale of a grand kingdom. It was said to be a beautiful unification of every living race. And like it even makes mentions of the Biar, the giants, the Dendra, and a bunch of other words that are essentially meaningless, but seem to refer to either a people or a culture or something. That were said to like live in council with each other. Dawn was spoken of as a deeply cold place. That was said to be a haven still from the unlivable surroundings.
Okay.
It is said to have fallen some 200 years ago, but you see lots of scholarly marks on like questioning whether that's true, whether that's factual.
Okay.
And you also see like there are subnotes of like people mentioning, oh, these ruins were found, seem to have markings from the Kingdom of Dawn. Should look into yada yada. Like it looks like the Kingdom of Dawn is a known but still like investigated ancient kingdom.
Okay. Well, I guess Riger's getting to look at that with me, and I'm going to tell Riger about the hilt and broken sword we found in the Dorn Tower. I don't know if
Okay,
that
you can do
matters.
that. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Yoru, what would you like to find out?
I'd like to find out more about demons, like where they come from, their origins, anything that gives me a more clearer picture of them. What is their lore?
Right. You will find multiple things about demons. They are a very research subject. Some of it is contradictory. And you're not entirely sure which is true, but the church's stance on demons is that they come from the abyss, that they come from somewhere deep and dark. It seems that even like you see some sort of like Brotherhood signage on this documentation, even they believe that despite the fact that their spirits often advise that they are closer to the natural world than they assume. The spirits and other cultures will hold that they are simply dark and twisted nature spirits that are said to subsume sentience because they want to essentially exist as they do. So it is a conflict of like a far more what you'd recognize as like Judeo-Christian interpretation of demons versus a far more shamanistic assumption of essentially bad nature spirits. They are said to be essentially the opposing end of what Bard and Noble is, a air quote good spirit versus the middle ground of a air quote wild spirit. They are a dark spirit. you'll learn that they can't just like inhabit anybody. They have to sort of like find and work on weakness. Somebody that is having troubled thoughts and so on, they can whisper to them, like enhance that and finally work their way in through that avenue. And then eventually take over the body from within. They are said to dwell essentially everywhere that there is man.
A man?
Man
What
as
is
in
man? People.
as in sentient beings.
Uh-huh.
On top of this, as a group, because there was a good enough roll, you will come across a drawer that is chill to the touch. There is a drawer that once opened, there is just like what looks like to be a string-bound collection of pages. A lot of the pages are sort of torn up. There are pieces missing, but it's like sparkles with frost.
Cold drawer. Cold drawer.
And I'll say you find this. This is the last thing you sort of find that catches your interest after the rest of those things. And yeah, we'll have Yoru find it. You sort of reach in, touch it, and it's cold to the touch. Doesn't hurt or anything. Just ooh.
As Yoru kind of leans close to it, and what's this?
What'd you
She
find,
like
Amashibel?
some sort of cold drawer? Is this where they keep their chilled drinks?
Ray will come over with Trihl and just go, oh no, the artifact within exudes the coldness itself.
That might be a hint, since we know that the one strange person makes cold. And me and Reger were reading about the Kingdom of Dorn, and it was supposed to be a haven in the cold. So maybe follow the cold.
Can we open the drawer?
Yeah,
Safe to
you
open the
open the drawer. You've got the document. You can pick it up if you want.
Picks it up and looks at it.
You
Yeah.
think it's gonna
It's
start playing Mariah Carey?
It does not, in fact, start playing Mariah Carey. It feels like
Darn.
holding not quite ice, but when you touch a frosted windshield, that kind of temperature.
Uh-huh.
Feels like it should melt in your hand, but it doesn't. But you're able to look over the paper, and yeah, there's words written in there in what you'd think of as English. And it starts to just looks like it's a diary. The first cut off words you can see, it continues on with finally succeeded. Gone the gap, torn part, king is no more. And then
Yoru
there's
flips
more
through
smudged
the pages
ink.
more.
And then it says, doesn't feel like victory. Something, home. Now what? And you start flicking through the pages, and it's just a diary of day to day, talking about celebrations. And then you see a page that says, it's all wrong. Falling apart. This world seems to be missing gaps, a balance. Maybe we can find some way to fix it, but go home. You see more pages. A few seem to be missing. Like you see, just little bits of paper left on those strings where pages are clearly torn out and such. And then you see words that say, Margaret gone, poison on the little folk.
Margaret?
Cried for days. But we have to move on.
Wait.
Margaret?
What?
That was who you are, right?
Yeah,
Your
I
name
was-
is written here.
I was Margaret Porter. Well, in the old world.
Another entry. Harlot, one of the giant folk, sent him flying. Nothing left.
Oh no.
I get it. Wait.
What?
Oh no. the little folk, the brownie, you, Margaret, this Margaret was killed by little folk. You are now little folk. Harleen was killed by a giant. They are now a giant.
That seems
And
like a
then-
bit of a stretch.
Monsters in the
Turns the
sand.
page.
Intriguing.
Monsters in the sand dragged him down underneath, cut off his cries.
The chittering carapace in the sands, the North Sands. That
We
I was
don't
looking at.
It didn't say anything about bug people. Don't jump to conclusions.
But it
Turn the
chittering
page.
carapace.
Just
Down
gonna
beneath
say,
the
What
water.
is it?
Tried to save the drowning child, but just went down. There are tears on the page. Old stains
know.
of water that are incredibly frosted, solid bits of ice. She drowned with the child.
We don't know what child. This is still.
There's-
It still could be anything.
if the last one got killed by a demon, I'm gonna have a heckin' suspicion.
You turn the page again.
Yep.
You have to turn a few pages. There's more notes of. A lot of it is just grief, just talking about missing. Tasha, what was your real name?
It was
was
Tasha.
Tasha.
Oh, you still Tasha. Yeah, just
Tasha,
yeah.
talks about missing Tasha desperately. And then there is a note of taking over a demon. I don't know what kept that worked into maybe the same despair I feel.
I'm pretty sure it's all lining up here, sister.
And then there's just a line of, I'm all on my own, but I know how to fix this. That is the last entry.
Yoru just turns to the last page and just sits there for a moment. This curses.
What is it,
at
Amishadel?
me. Seems like this is the reason why this describes why we are such strange bodies. But the sixth person, the person Tasha hates, Tasha's murderer,
Go back
Apparently
to the child entry. What did that say?
said died with child, couldn't save them, drowned. Not
no.
exactly the most chipper of entries.
But I mean, it sounded like you were writing those.
No,
I wasn't writing
it
them.
doesn't
I
sound
got
like
possessed.
Amishadel was writing it. I think it was the sixth person. I think we'd recognize our own handwriting, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's
be
definitely not
crying
yours.
over Tasha dying.
Oh,
Kicks her in the shin.
No, it looks like I died first. Well, that kind of tracks, I guess.
So
You think these are entries about you?
well,
mean,
if
it's
these, yeah,
It says
mean-
here I was possessed
they
by
call-
a demon.
and they call out her name. We called out Harlan's.
Yeah, Harlan's name. And Phillip.
My name wasn't mentioned, but it said he was dragged down into the sands and I read that in the sands there's like horror stories of adventuring groups going missing in the North Sands, and all that is described is chittering, chitinous creatures. And she just kind of holds out her arms. Chittering creatures.
So, we're what killed us?
I think so.
Why did a brownie kill me?
Why did?
I don't
Where
know.
were we going? Yoru flips to the front, trying to see
Oh,
what we were apparently doing.
You start leafing through, trying to like look through the scattered entries that are describing
Yeah.
just the day-to-day activities. Unfortunately, there's no direct line saying, we are doing this task. We are going to try to do this thing. But it looks like there's lots of mentions of like, investigated this area, searched around here. You start to get a bunch of like place names. But like, you don't really have a concept of what you were doing there beyond didn't find anything. Came up empty.
Are the entries of deaths, are they back to back or are they sporadic
they
with
are spread.
intermittent? They are spread. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's just a slow death of us while we're doing these things, whatever these
And
things
actually,
were.
I will allow a knowledge analyze roll from anybody that wants to attempt looking at this.
I'm
what
not
if-
real smart.
Can I activate a math teacher again?
Mm,
I'll try it with Inquisitive Soul.
Sure.
Or
I'll
scholar
say
in
sure.
another world?
I'm gonna.
The math teacher fits. Inquisitive Soul, sure.
Okay, I'll go for it.
Okay.
I am not a knowledgeable person. We'll try.
Ooh!
Oh, crit.
There's some fear.
Yee.
Okay, so that's 14 with fear.
10 with fear.
Yeah. A lot of fear.
Unfortunately, I have a -1 in knowledge, so it could have been a 15, but it can't be.
Okay.
Can't be.
All right. Harleen,
Yes.
you're looking down at this and you get little flashbacks, little bits verging on little bits of PTSD. Things you'd rather not think about, things you'd rather forget. Finding documents in hovels and such that you had helped clear out. Those little marks that indicate, you can see how long ago this was sort of written down. You can see by the amount of pages missing how long those entries should have been spread apart. Just all of the little different indications that add up to, you think this spans years. This isn't a constant day-to-day diary. This is the months along the line where somebody just needed to get their thoughts down.
It's event journal.
So, the goddess isn't the one that brought us here. It was whoever the 6th person was. They brought us back.
Tasha's
Sounds
girlfriend.
like it.
Well, their friend at the very least.
Very good friend. They were roommates.
I mean, we were all roommates. We all are roommates right now.
And also, Harleen, based along like the sort of looseness of the string, the fact that that looks like the final entry there, you can guess there was like a whole bunch of like paper at the front of this that was just taken off.
Hmm. Okay. There's a lot of pages missing.
I can see that. Why
No,
were
I
they
mean
removed?
a lot. The binding doesn't fit.
Just from how it's omitting, though, it seems like we thought something or they thought something was wrong with the world because winter was gone and they wanted to fix it. And then there's a lot about going home, and then we all started to die.
Well, it sounded like they actually completed what was originally tasked because they
Yeah.
said something about
That they defeated the
defeating the
Lord.
king,
Yeah.
the Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, and then after that, they say something's wrong with the world without blank,
Which is winter.
which is winter.
Yeah.
So they probably were trying to figure out how to fix it before they went home. And then I died. And then you died. And then
The
Harlan
yeah.
died. And then Tasha. And then Omnishibal fell to grief and became a demon.
Which is essentially death.
Yeah. And then that person was all alone. And they're clearly wielding cold magic, so they must be trying to bring back winter.
Why
But why do
do
we
you
forget?
do you know why this book is cold?
A persistent enchantment, as far as we can tell. Dispellation does not work. It is just an intrinsic property of it. You'd call it an artifact in our terms. Items of power that cannot be unweaved.
Well, why don't our cell phones have more pictures in them? And why do we have our cell phones?
Yoru is going to check her recycle bin on the phone to see if anything was deleted.
Right. You check your recycle bin, and yeah, there's some deleted things in here, but things you remember deleting within like the past few days of your real life.
It's like what we kind of joked about. I mean, if this sixth person did something to get us, they got an alternate version of us. They got the variant.
Yeah, because
potentially.
my phone wouldn't be this small if I'd been the elf.
And we
right?
have our phones.
Yeah. But,
You would think that they would have had the phones.
yeah.
And that's their phones. This is a different phone.
Tasha, you know that person, right?
Yeah.
Like, did they
Who
go to
are
your,
they?
Did they go to your school?
Yeah.
You have their number?
Can you call them?
No.
Why not?
No.
Did you have them on social media?
I don't understand what any of that is over there. We weren't the closest we ever were when they drove a knife into my stomach. So I don't know what's going
So
on.
it's not like you like would like hate message them, fight me on the bridge or something like that, and like have a way to meet them.
Not with
or
a
anything.
phone.
Wow.
You think this is an anime?
Kids aren't as cool as I thought they were these days.
I know, right? It's kind of depressing.
It would be letters, not phones.
Letters? Oh my gosh.
You wrote letters?
Man, last time I was in New York, they weren't using letters at school.
I mean, we had cell phones. They were flip phones, and they had to spell like short words to each other.
Were you passing notes in
You
class?
wrote letters?
Omnishabel, were they passing notes in class?
No, they were throwing punches.
Were they in the same? Were they in your class?
Wait,
Do you
you
recognize
were their
them?
teacher. Do you know who
Do
they
you know
are?
that one?
Yes. They were basically another troublemaker. If I were to say it, she was.
Did you have any non-troublemakers?
Were you just like the trouble class? Were you the bad
Yes,
teacher?
I was the trouble class because none of the other teachers wanted to deal with it. It's my duty as a teacher to make sure these brats get an education and make something of their lives.
Wow.
Whether they like it or not.
I'm
If
really
only
appreciating my teachers right now.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm not.
Remember to vote for higher wages for teachers and better education system.
I don't
I
think
did.
I
Looking at
have
the
to
I
worry
did.
about that. I live here now.
I donated to my school.
So, in our world, there is a concept that you might not be familiar with. It's a belief that there's no proof of it. It's just some people say they have feelings of it in the past and so on. It's known as reincarnation.
Oh,
Um,
no, we have
We-
that.
Kind of
you have that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something some
It's
people
kind
believe
of
in. They also believe in like
some
past lives where you have memories of a life
past
that you
lives,
Yes,
lived.
yeah.
some people claim such a thing, that they have returned to
Mhm.
living with like vague recollections of being somebody else or something. This sounds similar to that, only you are fully cognizant of who you were.
So
Were we
Well, not of that group, points to the statues.
are we like copies of the people who killed us? Is that what it is?
Pretty sure we're variants, or well, we're representatives of the things that killed us, but we're variants of ourselves.
How horrifying that has to be to the sixth person if they got all their friends back, but they look like the monsters that killed them.
That
What?
killed them.
I
Yeah.
was killed by a kid.
You were
No,
trying
I
to
think
save a
you tried
drowning
to save
person.
a kid.
You know how like they always show in the movies
So,
if you try
yeah,
to
I
save a
was.
drowning person, you die sometimes, and
And it drags you down.
apparently
Oh,
that
unfortunately.
sad.
apparently
That reminds me.
It-
That's how the writer for Yu-Gi-Oh went.
yeah.
Don't think about
Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't think about the event. I guess their flotation devices didn't work as well as they should have.
In general, Bob Anakin are not particularly adept swimmers, and he's tapping like the top of his head where your horns are.
And you have a lot of weight thrown
Oh,
around.
so the kid was a Bobonican, and that's why.
I can't swim
makes
like
sense.
this.
I wouldn't try.
Oh,
mean-
you're like the One Piece pirates that eat the fruit, the devil's fruits. You can't swim anymore because you got the big
that's not
horns.
good.
Pirates? What? Are we dealing with pirates now?
It's a no, it's a
And
it's a
I was equipped
uh,
with a whole bunch of poisons and stuff like that, and they said that the little folk
and you were poisoned.
poisoned Margaret, right?
I
Oh,
was
Yep.
dragged down into the depths of the sands.
yeah.
But why though? If you're bringing people back, why this twisted?
Because they're evil. That's why.
That seems
No.
sad. They,
The pain,
It's really
the pain might
sad.
be the idea of bringing people back and just the pain of it when they did their summoning and they might have had to think about it. They just saw this.
Saw what we were. Are
yeah, maybe
now.
maybe like the focus was on who we were, and all I could think about was how we died.
Maybe
And then
they
that
got revenge
projected
and used.
our
Thoughts and
Maybe they-
feelings can be a warping to spell work.
Maybe they got revenge on us and just used the bodies to bring us back.
200 years ago, many of these bodies wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Me,
Yes.
I think around 400 years.
so
There should be something that could keep bodies around that long.
all the ice.
Either that or this happened this, as I point at the journal, happened an incredibly long time, and they managed to make some world-altering change that created the issue of forgetfulness. Now, here's the question: when have the archives always been here, or did you all recently set them up here?
We have memories and recollections of the archive being established for a long time. However, it's he frowns a bit and just goes, there are documents in here that are older than our memory suggests that this place should be, and then you'll have a dream about this being an ancient institute, and The answer is I don't know.
Nothing quite matches
What?
up because of the.
What kind of importance did this artifact have to this archive? Was there a idea of what this journal entry was about? Or was it just kind of put here and safeguarded?
Put here and safeguarded.
So there was no real investigative work of what was foretold here.
Oh, we've investigated it, but frankly, without your forms, there is little to investigate. It is the speakings of somebody who has lost friends.
Yeah, it would mean nothing without the.
The relevance
would
only
be
exists
nothing.
because of your presence.
Of us. And you don't have the history of the Winter King.
There's no such thing as far as we can tell. The word winter doesn't even
This
exist
may-
in this document of cold.
What? A document of cold?
It's an
a cold
ice document. It's ice.
Oh.
Remember, it's got ice all over it.
Yeah. Right. Right. I thought he literally had like a pamphlet of paper detailing cold. Like he was trying to prove winter to us or something.
No. That snuffs out a lot of my theories about what was going on.
This
We
game
were
is
killed by
confusing.
our forms.
It looks sad.
What's going to happen if this sixth person finds us? If they're
I think
still
they already
alive?
have.
The cold glitchy one?
Yep. I think, just from what we see here, is they beat the Winter King and it broke the world. And then they started going out trying to find ways to fix it. And that group started dying one by one. When it was finally down to the last person, they finally figured out a way, took over the position of King of Winter, but couldn't completely settle into the position. So there is no winter. There's only spring. There is the standard year, but it's not stuck as summer.
And they're just using... They're portraying the King of Winter, but no winter is had.
Yeah, because they don't know how.
We I've mentioned we have history as far as we can tell of visitation from other places. We have some.
Because this is the most recent, right?
He nods.
But you have ones that are older.
Yes, he's going to go over to a set of drawers and start opening them up, and he pulls one out and just goes like this, and he's holding like a little vellum scroll.
Okay.
Yoru takes
He
it and
hands it over to you. You can open it up, and Yoru, you might not be able to read it, but I think you recognize Latin when you see it.
College student. I can read scrolls.
Can you read Latin?
Maybe.
Do you think
yes,
your
because
gets to read Latin?
etymology. Yes, because etymology is based off of Latin.
Okay, in that
so
case,
there will be a huge Latin focus.
Yeah, not all etymologists read Latin. I know that, but
I know.
I will give you a chance to.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge roll.
A knowledge roll. I think that's a 0 for me. Oh, 10.
10? 10 with?
10 with hope.
10 with hope. Okay. You don't read Latin like in a particularly in-depth way, but I'll say that you know enough that you might be able to piece this together. You start sounding it out. It says, Hic mundus stellus in caelo sua desiderat. And do I give you the full translation? Yeah, this is Daggerheart. We're supposed to be forward. It simply says, this world needs stars in its sky.
This world needs light stars in the sky. See, I can, but it takes me a minute. It's not something I really put a lot of focus on.
And as far as you guys have been able to see, you spent nights here. This world does have stars in its sky.
The is there any legends about starless skies at all?
Some of the spirits mention the days of the dark veil above, but they say a lot of funny things. I know you. Yes, he seems to be sort of having a mumbling with himself briefly.
This is an older document of a traveling, or what we are.
This is no language that we know.
No language
are able to read it?
Somewhat. I may get some of the translations wrong.
Someone from your world?
Yes,
this
it's
is
Latin.
A language. Yes.
It's an ancient
class myself, but
it's an ancient language that's used in scientific documents and kind of revered as kind of a fanciful language. It's not a dead language, but it's kind of more or less forgotten.
It's a dead language.
It's not a dead language.
Who are you kidding?
What about he's going to pull out another little document, and this looks like actual nice paper, not modern paper, but nice. He sort of holds it up, and what of this?
Let's see.
Why are you floating so higher?
You can look at it, and good God, it looks like Renaissance art. It looks almost Da Vincian in its drawing of wings and such, and there is mathematical notation on it. You can, especially you, Yoru, you can sort of look over this, and it's there is actual French writing accompanying this, classical French. Don't know if anyone can read French.
Yoru can, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
It's because French is normally used in equations, so that's why.
Bullshit.
Hey, if Markus is allowed to do it, why can't I?
Bones are classified in Latin.
However, it is. You can see the mathematical equation. It takes you a bit to recognize what it is, but it is flow dynamics. It's the movement of air, pressure, and so on. It is mathematical equation trying to figure out why flight doesn't work.
Oh, did the Wright brothers come here?
If this is classical notation for flight mechanics.
Flight mechanics?
Is it?
It's like Renaissance era. She's taps
like
her
Leonardo
chin
da
again.
Vinci stuff, isn't it?
Yes, but
have we seen birds?
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally got attacked by a hawk.
We had hawks.
Do you have any more documents like this?
Yes, plentiful.
If the
I'm going to read you the French because it's a romantic language, and there are similar words. You might be able to figure it out from that. You see, there is a line that says, "Oh yeah."
I was gonna say, Trihl worked specifically in kind of like a world-reaching social media empire bullshit thing. Is it possible I have an app installed on my phone that might translate? Because I feel
that's smart.
I feel
frankly, most modern phones do.
Yeah, and I feel like she'd actually have I feel like she would have had one of those actually downloaded ones because
I will give it to you.
Because I think she
I
would.
will give it to you. That makes sense to me.
Because she was basically like her job was going through people's social medias, finding their dirt, and then using it against them and stuff like that. She'd need to be able to go through different
languages and different accounts.
Yeah,
that was a good idea.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so Trill's gonna take her phone out and do that, and I'll start doing it.
A lot of it is just like words associated, like explaining what they're trying to figure out and so on. They're definitely trying to figure out, why. Like, this is clearly from a point in time where they know flight works. They know it should work. Why isn't it working? You see a line that says, "Les règles ont changé." The rules are different.
Mm-hmm.
And then down at the bottom is "Nous avons réglé les problèmes." We have fixed it. And then there's a line beneath that says, "Such a cost."
Jeez. Sounds like every time
you guys want to start looking through a whole bunch of documents that Ryger is going to point you to?
Yeah, I'll start using it. If it's known languages from our world, I'll use my phone.
There are a few that your phone can't translate, and like it clearly looks old, right? Your phone does not know ancient Gaelic. It does not know whatever those scribbles are. You have no idea. There is a brief moment where you guys look at this like black carved tablet, and the signs on it make you feel sick, and you know that is not from your world. But you will find,
Can we put our knowledge of these languages in chronological order?
Yeah, actually, I will ask you guys to go ahead and make me a group knowledge roll in. But you will also, just reading through these, there are plenty of signs of physicists coming from different time periods, and not all of them, but every now and then, they seem to change something fundamental in the world.
That's what I was going to say. Is I feel like every time they come through, they do something.
I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all getting there. They clearly were making it so something happens, but something terrible happens as a cost to it. And
winter ends, the party dies, flights invented.
Are gaps in time. You can see like one document looks like it's fucking Sanskrit on like stone. It's old. You think this has been happening for a few thousand years, maybe? And seems to your few thousand years. Well, what it is in the time span of this place, harder to say. But it looks like looks like there's a gap of 500 years there, a gap of like 50 there, a gap of 120 there. It's not consistent.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking for. Is there a consistency to this encroachment of our timeline to their time?
I almost wonder, like, also, is it maybe people from further and forward back, or like are coming through at different intervals, like
at different times?
Like, is like somebody from
crossing,
somebody from the Renaissance coming there before somebody from like the 1800s?
That's a 16 with hope. Tasha, you're looking at a document that appears to be written in like American English, but we're talking like Civil War era.
Mm-hmm.
But it's talking about being pulled through, finding a strange world, and it also mentions the victory of the British.
What is this? Fantasy, Yuli?
Yeah.
Come on,
immediately you clock that ain't right.
Actually, wait. With Tasha's attendance, can we say that she knows that ain't right?
That's kind of obvious that
I'm just asking.
Something.
Do you know the British didn't win?
So Paul Revere did not do his midnight ride, is what's happening here.
If we're talking about an American education, then that's the only thing you learn for the first 7 years of your education.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Tasha.
It's all American Revolution.
Tasha skipped a lot of classes, though, and I'm wondering if maybe she's thinking they won World War I.
I think after 7 years of education, she would have picked up something.
The Revolutionary War was World War I.
From cartoons.
There is a notage that is clearly written in Russian that, when translated, does briefly mention the relief of being pulled out of the nuclear winter.
Oh my
gosh. Jeez. Something happened in the Cold War.
Oh. This is pretty messed up stuff, Raiju.
This
Right.
is
Some
like
some of these have incongruities that don't fit with your world.
Oh,
this is like variance on top of variance.
wow.
And then you look at that tablet that has a language that none of you recognize is clearly not of the world, and
Aliens?
Maybe that's where the spirits come from. Wait.
Okay, so reading all this brings up a very interesting question in my head. Did we come from the same world?
Well, Trill and I, it seems like it because you were at my convenience store.
Yeah,
You bought things
I-
from my place.
I got corn dogs last time I was in there. You remember that? I came in and got my corn
Yeah.
dogs. I was gonna have
Yeah,
them after
2
then
corn
I-
dogs
But-
and the giant soda.
I didn't
Yeah,
get.
well,
I didn't get
you
either.
two know each other, so you're likely from the same world. Tasha and Yoru,
Yeah.
Know
Sammi,
each other.
yeah.
likely from the same world. I don't know if I came from the same world as any of you because
Oh,
I don't know any of you.
Starts listing off global things.
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China.
Gonna
Charlie
go
Red-
you
Yeah, they pretty much did the song. We didn't start the fire. It was always ready.
Atoria, not
Everything
so
in We Didn't
loud.
Start the Fire seems to match up.
Atoria, it's not so loud. You're gonna scare the other people in the cave.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no,
It's a nice
then
song. Did you get the revision one where they updated the events?
Yeah, that was awful.
now
Yeah, it was.
here's going to be a weird question for everyone, but this can tell us very quickly if it's even a minor difference. What color is the Golden Gate Bridge?
Red.
Reddish?
Reddish.
Kind of remember from Full House. Sorry, it's been a while.
It's not blue in your mind or green.
No, it's definitely not. I can't remember if it's orange or red.
Technically, it's supposed to be orange, but it's more of a red.
It's more red.
Okay, so I have a good
Is it
feeling that we're from.
Berenstain or Berenstein Bears?
All right. So
that cannot solve anything from our world.
I'll start a fight.
Did the Fruit of the Loom have a cornucopia or not?
As you're all sort of talking, like comparing the most random ass shit, there is a sort of faint haze in the air, a light glowing purple.
Meh.
Uh-oh.
And your old Mesa Riley will sort of glance up and just goes, "Oh, don't panic, it's a spirit."
Oh, maybe
Very
they're
good.
excited about the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right, they've wandered over here. Just 1 second. And you see him close his eyes and then open them again.
Barton.
Just a little more vibrantly purple. And Riker waves at you when you say hi, Barden. And Barden doesn't speak, just sort of like just tilts his head, moves it about a bit, apparently communing with this other spirit. And they just sort of look at you all and just go, "Oh, they know you."
What?
Who is this?
This is Sweet
New
Dreams.
body? Who's this? Sweet
Nobody
dreams?
knew this.
Are made of these?
Sweet
Yes.
dreams are made of these.
Yes, you know them.
Sorry.
Barden's answering in the affirmative.
What?
Yes,
What?
Sweet Dreams are made of these.
That it's a song.
That's-
It is their name.
You're looking up at the purple haze. You're a song? Hello?
Trihl, it glides down near you.
at Riger, but which is Barden right now.
Barden
as-
just extends
do-
a hand out.
Did I do something wrong?
Send a hand out, fingers sprayed out, and then sort of like gesture at you. Do it.
Okay, I'll do what they say.
You put your hand out, and you feel a faint warmth from this cloud, and then you feel more than hear this. Tune. Sweet dreams are made of these.
You know the song. Oh, that's great. I have that on my phone. I take my phone out and I start playing "Sweet Dreams Are Made of These."
Who am I to
They're calling you old friend.
disagree? Oh,
Old friend,
hello.
do you know us?
Bonded once, they say.
Oh, who were you bonded to?
You.
Me?
Raggle shrugs their shoulders and just goes, express deepest sorrow at loss. Equal happiness now.
Oh, maybe it was the other you, Trihl.
Well, that means I really was the other person, maybe, right? I was that elf lady.
Or
We
you're
do not-
similar enough.
We do not misidentify the souls that we know.
They don't misidentify.
The souls that we know.
Okay.
It knows your soul.
Oh, I wish I remembered you. I'm sorry. I bet we had great adventures together.
You feel a feeling of like almost a happiness at recollection is what you feel. It's almost like you feel the upwelling of fuzzy memories yourself, and just nostalgia as a almost intense feeling itself, unaccompanied. And then you just get this feeling, almost a questioning, as once was, can be again.
Some of us want to be used by you.
Man, you're picking some weird parts of the song. Phil would like it to be like that again.
You all here go, Barden, clearly Barden, just go, oh, there's supposed to be a serum, as that light suddenly envelops Trihl and sinks into her. Trihl?
Yeah.
There is a sensation wholly unfamiliar to you. A feeling as like when you talk to yourself and you almost feel like you're talking to someone else, only it becomes intense and real. And you feel presence and joy and happiness from another and also yourself. As you hear a voice in your mind just say, oh, I have missed you.
Oh,
Keep your head up.
And you
moving
all
on.
look down at Trihl as she opens her eyes and they are purple.
Trihl or sweet dreams? Or is that just always purple?
You hear that and you know at this very moment the answer is both, Trihl.
yes.
And there is this pleased
Okay.
feeling as you feel sweet dreams just settle in. They're riding with you in your mind, but not at the wheel.
So the purple eyes is one inhabited by spirit, but not necessarily that the spirit.
Rigel
Yeah.
always has purple eyes.
Always
Yeah.
has purple eyes. Okay.
Sometimes
always
they
have
shine a
purple
little.
eyes.
Sometimes
Yep.
they shine
Well,
a
you
bit more
ate a
brightly.
spirit.
I ate nothing.
Feel like
yeah,
unconsciously has found herself kind of like with her arms, like like when you like unconsciously kind of just hug yourself for a second. She just kind of like does that for a moment. Like
you
she's
do
like,
that, and you actually feel a warmth from that, as if you are being embraced by someone else.
That's nice.
And you also feel something else within you, like a well of energy that isn't yours, but is you as well, just there, ready to be tapped into.
Good. Now I start rolling my prayer dice because I didn't roll that
Yeah.
yet because I was waiting.
Welcome to Seraph.
Seraph!
There's an explosion of
heal
light.
me?
Class change. Seraph. No.
Cool. I got
You must reading.
6 prayer dice from that. I will have to keep track. Yay.
And
Healing.
Oh,
Varden sort of puts their hands on their hips, does a little tut, and just goes, supposed to do a ceremony before their eyes close. And a far more concerned face comes back and goes, you are aware of what you've just done, yes?
it's like welcoming a friend home.
The concerned face actually fades a little bit. There's a small smile and just goes, a little more than that, but it's a good understanding to start with. Well, we'll do some education with this later. You feel okay? No disorientation?
No, it's just a little tingly. Nice, actually.
Most adepts struggle for the first moments.
Oh, it's like a warm hug.
Huh.
Like
Well,
when you go home and you see your family after a long time and they just hold you for a minute. It's like that.
he just nods slowly and just goes, good. He sort of looks around, like you guys have a lot of like note work of various different forms out and about, like you try to arrange into chronological order and all that sort of stuff. And he just goes, so what have you does this mean anything
Well,
to you?
we thought maybe, but I don't think it's all jiving right, because what we were doing is thinking, like, is there a sequence of events? Is there an order of timing of these arrivals? These languages are made in that timeline. So this is the most recent, this is the most historic in our world. But these, and Atoria starts pointing to all the ones that they kind of pushed aside, these are all different. This one talks about the Civil War, but the British won. In our world, the British did not win. This one talks about a nuclear winter. We never had a nuclear winter. We never had that event. I don't even know what happens with this one. This one just hurts my brain. It seems like whatever these people were that were pulled to this world may have come from our world,
Sweet
but
dreams.
did not necessarily came from our place.
Who was our friend that's not here? The 6th one?
Her
You
name
know
is
their
gone.
Her name is
Trying
gone.
to coincidence of everything.
Her name is gone.
Taken.
Taken. Okay.
Fucked from us like the cold was.
You remember them?
Yes, like I remember you. Familiar. Comforting. But gone for a long time.
How long?
I think about 182 years.
So I died 182 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I'm saying that out loud to everybody. Internal conversation. I don't know how this works. I have no filter.
it can be internal or external.
Yeah, that's right now. It's my side's coming out as talking.
Mm-hmm.
Atoria is just info dumping on him with their sort of methodology of this, like, scientific
Yeah.
method.
He's writing down what you're saying because, like, they've had no context or such for any of this. He pauses and just goes, "There's often mention of changing our world."
Yeah. And I think, from what we can tell at least, these languages we don't really know much about, but I'm sorry.
He's gonna clap his notebook shut and just say, "Can I ask that you keep this to yourselves for now?"
Yes.
There are
Omnishabel. Yeah.
People would be
There
upset
are-
if they thought we were changing the world on them, right?
there are already people that think of these incursions that, well, I've used their word,
Problematic.
invaders coming and changing our world. Some think that our disjointed history and memories are a malicious thing.
Well, it's accidental, it seems like, but I understand. I don't want to be blamed for anything more. I mean,
Right.
we were already shot at from just going to a town when they didn't know we were.
I was
Well,
shot
you
at.
got shot at.
Yeah,
No, I myself
Actually-
am a believer in good intent.
Quick question. This one talks about the concept of flight. Do you have things, objects that fly?
Yes, of course. We have plenty an air machine. We have spell work that can enable one to fly as well. Very inexpensive, but yes.
Did
flight.
the French document detail like mechanics, like
Yeah.
machines flying?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so this one is in your relevant known knowledge, at least.
He looks over it and just goes, "That one's actually rather basic looking, but yes." That's referred to as a
Did-
propeller. He points on the paper.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wings. We still use birds like birds. You have birds back in your world.
I'm assuming you don't have like
Mhm.
jet engines or anything like that.
Jet engine. I'm not familiar. I don't know what that means.
Big spinning fan that uses combustion to
yeah,
like
explosive
fire?
pull in
fire.
air.
It uses like fire.
Yeah.
And to
We have
propulse-
fire jets.
So you have a
that
jet
propel
engine.
things.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Fire
So
jets.
you do have jet engines.
Okay. Are they used?
Are they
There's
used?
multiple types. Are they used like in objects that fly and then land and go boom, or objects
Yes.
that?
So they're.
Okay.
I do not know if you understand the principles of lighter and heavier air. But
No,
you
we
can
know
use
that.
flame.
Density.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how you can use flame to make a balloon rise.
Yeah. Because hot,
Yes.
Yes.
Hot air balloon.
hot air has more
Well,
excited atoms and stuff.
When you have air enchantments on say sail and so on, you can use very similar principles to project them forward.
That's
If you have enchantment to make them resilient enough, you can use quite a lot of flame.
Oh. Yeah, flame cells.
Yes.
They have
Okay.
they have a surprising.
That's kind of cool.
I would say it would be a surprising amount of ingenuity for what the level of technology we saw in the first town was. But at the same time, we have a really like limited thing of they mostly made us stay in the woods, so we really don't know what they're capable of here. So.
Well, as I said, it's expensive, rare. It's not something you'll see about everywhere, and especially in the outskirts. Most towns will have one or two mages at most, and not particularly practiced.
Flame cells.
feel like we could go on and on and on about these things. Which I mean,
Well,
I
if
guess
you think
scholars would
flame
enjoy.
cells are astounding, wait until I introduce you to the concept of a horseless carriage.
Oh, we have cars.
Cars.
Yeah,
Cars?
I think we. I think we tried to explain that to the fellow back at the other town. It's like
We
a cart
did.
that needs an animal to pull it. It just has controls on the inside and it moves around.
Yes, the horseless carriage.
Yeah,
Cars.
cars.
If such things fascinate you, we do have a few examples in one of the academic buildings. Maybe we can go there after we've figured out what all of this actually means.
I've seen enough cars that saved my life. I'm okay.
I don't want to. Well, no, I got shot by a gun.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I might quietly take some of this to some scholars that I trust, that I'm friends with. Explain what you've explained to me.
Also, if you have any more like some of these kind of writings, I can help you translate it. Some of my apps work. It looks like.
I would appreciate that. In fact, to the extent that your devices, they are capable of this with, well, most of these languages.
Most of them. Some of them are
Most of
unfamiliar.
them.
But this is clearly
I-
they're all not from
I
our
need to
place.
Speak to somebody, but are you familiar with the concept of hiring something out, of loaning something in return for currency?
You
Rent.
want to rent something?
I
gonna
think
rent
we could pay
our
you rather good
phone.
money to rent one of your devices, if you'd be agreeable to that.
I'd be
Like,
agreeable, but I don't
preferably one of scale.
Oh. Oh.
Do I have the language app?
Like most modern
not.
phones do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so everybody has it, not just Trihl.
You did specify downloading a specific one, which are better. They are loaded with more languages. But anybody that thinks they have a phone that came out in the last few years will have at least a basic translation one that could handle like a bunch of these, maybe not as much as Trill's.
Trihl might be able to
do
transfer that.
Like most of you
over
guys
to
won't
others.
do Gaelic or stuff like that, you know. But
No.
the common languages, French, German, Japanese. You could also you could try transferring apps, but that's trickier.
We need a cable, unless you can't really transfer over Wi-Fi, because I mean we don't have Wi-Fi. We don't have a cell network either.
There's the potential of a cell network, but we need a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't mind renting mine out for that as long as I get it back.
No, of course, it would be treated with the utmost care. I had assumed that these were basically comparable to our communication magics, but these might be more valuable than I had assumed.
Where we're from, everybody has one basically. It's just kind of part of life, and you can like, there's a button I can hold, and if somebody speaks in a language that it knows, it'll say it back in parlance that I understand, and then tell me how to change what I'm saying to what they're saying.
And you've told me that your society doesn't have magic. This is all
It's all
the natural
technology.
sciences.
Technology.
It's all sciences, yeah.
Sounding.
We have
what's
stories,
learn-
magic and stuff, and a lot of us always dreamed or played games about that kind of thing, but not real.
Well, I hope we can learn a lot from each other. As it is, I feel like I've already learnt too much to process at this moment, he says, looking around.
Oh.
I'm just
I
happy
will,
we did the language stuff.
unless you wish to, you are welcome to keep wandering our halls, but I think it is probably appropriate that I release you and try to, I need to pull some people from the actual academia into this.
Didn't you want us to meet with some people?
Yeah, he sort of waves his hand and just goes, you should have some health checkups, but I don't know.
I don't really know if they could do a good health checkup on me anyway.
Or me.
I feel like I should be a
Yeah, I
little more
think it sounds
guarded
weird.
on you at this point. Learning that you must keep this concept of reincarnation a little.
We're in the same boat as you. We just learned this ourselves.
It might be best to keep it to self for now. I think we'll hold off on the examinations.
My
Yoru
fascination with
nods.
insects get me killed. Just realizing that. Oh.
Yeah, it's just occurring you that your fascination for insects might have actually led to you getting dragged into the sands.
Sits
Like,
down.
oh, big bug.
Big bug! Oh, pity.
Guys, there's an exciting carapace over here.
Chitter, chitter, nom, 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 nom.
I will tidy up here. Yes, thank you for all of this. This is good information. This is potentially now schism forming, but still, truth is important. Eventually. I will leave you with the blessings of the goddess and bid you a good day for now. Although I will be here if you need me.
Harleen can't get
Sounds
outside.
good.
Right. Yes. Go to the main hall and call for Jonah if you want to get out.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Mr. Nutella.
Although I'm not chasing you off. If you want to stay here, you're welcome to.
Oh, I plan to. I'm probably going to stay here all night. Pull up all-nighters like I used to do in college.
If that
Why
is
do
what
you
you
make
desire,
it sound bad?
It was bad.
No, it wasn't. It's amazing.
Well,
In
we
that case,
should get back at the warehouse. You guys have fun.
right. Okay.
Yeah, fun.
So Trihl is going to leave. Is anyone going with Trihl?
I'm going to go find Jonah.
You're on Sweet Dreams. You're going to go find Jonah. So you're departing with Trihl as well.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet dreams.
And yeah, and Sweet
I'm
Dreams.
I'm feeling
made of these.
claustrophobic.
I made it easy.
Yeah.
And
Is
yeah,
Tasha
you
staying for book learning?
Is she going to sit through class?
I probably should teach someone how to use this if they're going to be renting it.
Well, he has to actually go discuss with somebody to actually
right.
give you gold for that. So that's not an immediate.
Right. So,
Tasha's probably going to look around the archives more to just
Okay.
learn.
So Tasha, Yoru, and Atoria are staying beneath.
Yeah.
Harleen, you are able to go to the central chamber and call out for Jonah, and this dwarven scholar sort of appears. Just goes, yeah.
Barton told me that you could get me out
You need
of
to get
here.
washed out.
Washed out?
Pushed out.
Oh, I didn't say that, but that's funny. So yeah, right. Same spot.
Yeah.
Actually, let me check. And he pulls out this little, like, looks like this little glass plate that has a little ring of silver around it. He seems to look into it and just goes, "There's a little someone's sitting underneath the tree right now, so I'm just gonna put you nearby."
Okay.
All right. And one and a two and a three and he points at you with this glass thing, almost like he's holding it up to look at you in it. And you suddenly feel an orb of water forming around you.
Oh no.
And suddenly it collapses in on itself, and Harleen vanishes as it collapses. You appear outside, just a couple of feet above the ground, about 20 yards away from that tree, and you flop to the ground with all of that water splashing around you.
Spoosh.
Sure, there is a nice mirror that you can step through to get out.
I'm gonna step through the mirror, and then I'm gonna get up to the top of the thing and stare at the door.
And you hear Sweet Dreams go, "We can open this."
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand on it, like I saw Like
And
I
you
saw it.
feel a warmth. There's a glow, and the door opens.
I go through.
You come through. You see Harleen out there soaking wet once again.
I give that a wide berth.
Yeah, and you start making your way back to the little barn / townhouse.
Yep. Little.
I'm going to follow along, wringing myself out. Just
Okay. As you're heading back, is there anything you guys outside would like to do?
the town's still in recovery mode.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Are there any shops open?
Yeah, there's a few shops open. It's just things are
Do we
rather
have our money?
disorganized.
Did we actually get the money?
Yes, you got your money.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we got
One
our
thing I'm
money
going
or
to say,
anything yet.
while you were down there, you were actually given some coinage, and they also handed you those items, basically things they recovered from certain of the invaders. Thought you should have.
Cool. I got a cool.
So you have your things.
Okay. Well, for the safety of it, Harleen's probably got my money. Hey, Harleen, can
Huh.
we buy a couple things? I wanted to see if those people that we helped out, maybe I was thinking maybe I'd spend some money like bringing them some stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I was also thinking of trying to find a grocer and getting us food so we don't have to rely on the church so much.
Well, I mean, that's why they gave. Wait, they gave Atoria a big bag of money. Whatever happened with that?
I think that got broken down and given to us.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope, Atoria took a
I
big bag
have
of
the
money from
bag.
Barton Noble at one point. Never did anything with it. We all saw it happen.
They just handed me the bag, like, okay.
Weren't we supposed to use that for groceries?
Hold on.
Yes.
Buy another case of honey. Buy another case of honey.
Dialing Atoria.
Why did the bumblebee starts playing?
actually, no, it doesn't, because she's down in a massive
Oh.
cave.
Yeah,
Aha.
You learn something. Compared to all the same sort of formations that would block your cell signal back in the real world, do so here.
So
Right.
she's got our money, and
Well, I mean,
she has access to a store.
This is the group fund, and I'm certain that she's going to responsibly buy things that would help the group. But I do want to eventually see
honey,
if Atoria.
honey.
You're not here. Shush. All right, I want to see if they will. I was thinking about buying one of those like sample packs, you know, like they do for like when you're air traveling with like shampoo and toothpaste and stuff like that. I'll see if they have.
And it will
because
last
usually
you all year.
They have those for in convenience stores, so I might see if they have one of those for sale. But I was thinking maybe
will
spend a
last for
couple
longer.
handfuls of gold on like bringing some bread or some things to those people. I don't know. What do you think, Harleen?
That would be helpful because they're going to be going through a lot right now.
Well, why don't I'm gonna go check on them and see if they would need anything, because maybe the church is already handling it, and then you can go get your grocery
You guys are
shopping.
walking along. You can actually see like it's a mix of, again, priests and what you're recognizing collegiate, but like they're clearly casting spells and so on. There are people wandering around distributing food, blankets, and so on. You even see like a mage summon bread.
Okay.
Oh, no, there's a trick.
Okay, maybe my idea is kind of dumb.
No,
But
your
let's-
idea is good, but they look like they have it handled.
Yeah. Well, why don't we go get your groceries?
Yeah, but
Right.
I think we might all be tired of the ration packs.
Well, I haven't been eating rations for a while. I've been eating chocolate.
That's right, you've got that chocolate bar.
Yeah, I'm sick of
I feel really
chocolate.
energetic for a bit, and then I feel super sleepy and crashy.
And then I feel sick. All right, so the two that should never be paired off together are
Yeah,
paired off
this is
together.
amazing.
This is like I'm always just like kind of like texting you from the other side of the street, because I basically told you I will stay on the right side of the street, you go on the left side of the street for safety reasons.
I'm offering to carry her.
No, I'm worried I'll fall.
Yeah, there's a height issue with that.
Because you move really fast, and all I can think of is just like the wind's gonna carry me off, and I'm gonna die.
Even if you carry her on your boot, she's gonna be through a wind tunnel when your leg moves.
Yeah, I'll just stay on one side of the road. You go to the other.
You are comedically able to acquire groceries. One is too big and loud. One is too small and quiet. You do not create a middle ground just by being together.
We create the polar opposites.
But you are able to acquire groceries from bemused and confused people. You are able to make your way homewards.
I'm also grabbing a cask of beer or mead. Harleen wants her beer.
As you're doing so, walking through one of these districts again, you'll see people in this sort of blue livery, got very big puffy sleeves, wearing a big hat that's got like puffed out edges to it, a feather sticking out of it, walking around and putting posters up on various doors, windows of shop places and so on. This goes on the banister of somebody's awning on their grocery store, and it is immediately very clear that this is signage offering a quest. It is offering gold for a task. You see that it is asking for able-bodied individuals to track down and investigate the incursion. It is asking you to look for certain individuals that are named on the poster.
I'm going to snap a picture of that poster.
You can grab one and...
oh, no, I'm not grabbing it. I'm taking a picture. I'm literally taking a picture.
Yeah. You can take a picture of it, yeah. On the poster are the names Richard Donnery.
Okay.
Lanter Dawn and Peter Dougal. They all end with D names.
I'm just gonna put that because I'm not sure if I spelled them right.
Yep.
That's fine.
I mean, the most notable thing is one of them shares a name with that apparent Lost Kingdom.
Interesting. Well, I guess when they get out of the cave, we'll talk to everybody about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we want to just go off and sign.
Oh, the reward is the equivalent of a chest of gold.
Unless we want to just go off and go tell these people we're gonna do it, and then sucker
everybody
else into it.
We could rope everyone into it easily, but no, we have to go into this willingly and knowing.
Okay.
Especially after what we just learned. You're having this discussion, and the man who is hammering these up isn't that far away because you saw him doing this, and he keeps looking back at you because one of you is a fucking giant. You're getting a lot of stares amongst the city streets.
Mm-hmm.
But he sees you over by one of the posters and just sort of like gives you a nodding nod, holding up the hammer as if like, hey.
I look up, ears turn towards him first, then I look over.
Oh, he doesn't like that. He actually quickly lowers the hammer and moves on.
What? Oh. What was he trying to do?
He was probably acknowledging that we were looking at it going, yeah, and then I looked at him.
Excuse me?
You yell out for him?
Yeah.
He sort of stops like scampering away, pauses, and just looks back with a sheepish grin. Yes?
I'm sorry. Are you're putting these up for somebody?
Oh, yes, I am. I'm putting them up for my lord.
Is your lord from House Hemming?
Oh, how did you know?
I heard they were very important at hiring adventurer types.
Oh yes, my lord George is putting out quite the bounty on these ne'er-do-wells.
Oh, how do you accept this kind of a job? Would you go to House Hemming, or do you just go out and find these people first?
Oh, you just go out and find them. bring them back to House Hemming.
Oh,
It
Okay.
is unfortunate. First come, first served. The successful one gets the reward.
oh, that makes sense. Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry to bother you.
And indeed, he does a sort of like deep flourishing bow to the both of you.
Phil did a deep
Now that
bow.
begs the question. Literally, I'm looking down. That begs the question: if multiple people go after the same thing and one group finds them first, what's to stop the infighting?
Law and order?
Technically, yes.
I mean, you
Technically,
wouldn't, you wouldn't hit people
well.
that weren't villains.
no.
Well,
but
not
greed
everybody
does,
that goes out for these rewards is a good person, my dear.
Oh,
No,
that's awful.
greed does some weird things to people.
Yes, if you're doing this and you're not experienced, do watch your backs. Those approaching, calling for friendship and such may not actually be friendly.
Oh,
But most people are good at heart, aren't they not?
yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you.
Yeah. And you as well. He squints a little bit. Sister?
Sister?
Yes, he bows to you.
Bow? I'm not really sure because they
He
haven't
looks
used...
confused when you bow.
I'm confused because of the honorifics of brother and sister haven't really come
Uh-huh.
up with the priesthood, so I don't know.
They haven't.
So,
You have not heard any of them say such a thing.
yeah, so I'm like, what do you mean by sister though?
Well, this you're of the Brotherhood, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
But you're blessed.
Yeah, a spirit came and was like cooperative. They said there's supposed to be a ritual and I didn't do it.
You haven't used the term sister and brother in reference to each other for 70-odd years now, you hear in your head.
But I hadn't heard anybody call anybody from the Brotherhood sister or brother before.
Oh, my mistake.
Nameplate.
Nameplate. You see the nameplate. What was it?
You can
Carl Weathers.
Carl or Weathers. Okay. No weirdness to it.
There's a question mark.
Huh. What's your name, sir?
Gareth.
Really?
Oh yes, very real name.
Yeah, I know a guard named Gareth, and you're not them. And your
I'm
name's
not me. I am very me.
Yuli, I'm also I'm dropping into my vision and looking at his hit points and armor.
Oh, the HP and armor is pretty damn big. He has about 17 hit points and an armor value. This is the AC, the shielding, right? Of about 8.
Jesus.
wait.
Armor of 8.
I'm going to send a quick text to Trihl. Let it go. He's bigger and meaner than us.
Trill's how you her phone's
What's
going
that?
beep, beep, and she looks down and goes, I don't know, I think somebody just sent me a message.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, you should
my ringtone's going off.
read it. You should read it.
It's pretty funny, isn't it? I'm gonna take out my phone and look at my message. Huh. That seems kind of rude.
Oh, rudeness in jest is always welcome, though.
Oh.
And he sort of straightens up from that like scurriage, like I am a peon look, and just like, you know, arms up, shoulders up straight, wiggles about a bit, and then puts his hands firmly on his hips. One of the legs like canted out, toe pointed upwards, in a very classic Peter Pan pose, and just goes, "Well, you're a clever one. What gave my disguise away?"
Your name's not right.
My name?
Yeah.
Gareth?
No.
I'm sure that's a name.
No, it says Carl Weathers, and it's not right.
Is that who this is?
I didn't think it was. Who are you now?
Oh. Well, you can call me Tom.
Foolery?
Yes. Claps.
Oh. Huh. So Trill's subconsciously reached her phone and started tapping the emergency button for emergency services.
Unfortunately, that does not work.
It is a hope,
No
though.
shit.
Ah,
Well, okay, I get it. You found me.
Oh,
You
but you were
need the
having fun, weren't
prize.
you? Yeah. What's the prize?
I mean, what do you want?
Trill's grabbing her chin in deep thought. A noisemaker.
A noise. Oh, well. He flicks his wrist like a magician doing a flower apparition trick. Only a horn appears. A little squeaky horn. Uh-huh.
Amazing. What a wonderful prize.
And sorry. And then he sort of like puts his hands together, squeezes, and it shrinks down. And he just offers it down to you.
Thank you. Well, have fun.
I will. Have fun. And he says, pointing at the signage that's been posted up. And then he just tips backwards. You see a trapdoor open in the ground, and he falls through it, and it snaps shut and fades.
I love him.
This isn't over.
no, it's not.
Right. As you stand there with the lingering echoing in the air, that's where we're going to end this week's session.
Oh my God.
I so need a shotgun.
Right.
Why is it
Very
clowns?
good.
Why does it have to be clowns?
Everybody loves clowns. They're so friendly.
Oh, so friendly.
Yeah.
Feels weird
Clowns
not
are
to reward
hoard and
XP, but we
pile.
don't do that. So we'll do this same time in 2 weeks. Solidawa, sayonara, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.